Hello Jake, welcome. Always a pleasure to see you. Hello Ronnie. Everyone come in, welcome. You know what I'm doing. I'm just posting to say I'm online, so I'll be with you very shortly. How have our Mondays been? How has our start to the week been? Hello everyone, welcome. We'll be starting very shortly. I'm just posting, as I always do, to say I'm online. There we go. Oh, don't you worry, Ronnie. I got them right here. Binoculars ready to go. They're going to make all the difference, I have no doubt. Excellent idea. Alright. Exactly, I can see the Shinies better so that they don't run away. Or at least I can catch them before they run away. That's the idea. Hello everyone, welcome. Just doing my final few posts to say I'm online, there we go. Enunciating. And then we're good to go. Alright. How's everyone's Mondays been? Have we had a good start to the week? I very much hope so. Just posting in the Discord, and then we're good to go. Welcome in, everyone. Alright. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Anyone else get that feeling? Anyone else get that feeling that it's happening tonight? I kind of feel it in my bones, I gotta say. I know famous last words, but sometimes you just get that inkling. What can I say? You only have to work on Wednesday and then you'll be off, Ronnie. Hey, very good. That's exciting. Excellent, well bring on Wednesday then. Oh, wasting steps there. Ugh. Definitely wasting steps here. You're almost 2 times odds on this SOS hunt. Can't wait to hear that sparkle. Yeah. Tell me about it, Jake. Tell me about it. SOS hunts. Yes, I remember you talking about these. I hope that moves swiftly for you, because as you said, it's not the most efficient way of hunting. Now then, Volbeat to the front, please. White Flute, play your song. Lovely. Leaf Green, let's go. You've started your first adventure in Shield now with a random. So, are you going for a particular legendary, Ronnie? Or is it going to be a surprise? Either is cool. I want to do some more Dynamax adventures. I need to shiny hunt some legendaries in Sword and Shield. What I might do, though, what I might have to do, because I've got basically all of them in my copy of Shield, I might buy a copy of Sword in order to shiny hunt them. Although to get to max odds there I'd have to complete the Pokédex again. Ugh. But then of course I could go for a 0-speed Calyrex. Always helpful. Gonna go for Landorus solo. Cool. Yeah, very useful one, especially for competitive. Or at least whenever Incineroar's not allowed, it's useful for competitive. I feel like okay, here's my hot take. We're gonna find a shiny. Not only are we gonna find a shiny tonight, but we're gonna find one in the first half an hour of the stream. Yep, you heard it here first. Good. Alright, just Soul Silver to get set up now. What do you all think? Place your bets as to when that shiny is going to happen. Just settle down the flickering there. I'm saying we're going to get a shiny in the first half hour of tonight's stream. And yeah, if anyone wants to join in with Rani's Dynamax Adventures, then please do go ahead. It should be fun hunting together. Speaking of hunting together, let's do this. So, today, I was editing the next episode of the podcast with Freya Pierce, TCG caster. Very excited for you all to hear that. Really inspiring talk with Freya. Having a lot of fun editing that. She also sent over so many additional photos of things that she's talking about. So, yeah, it's a real in-depth episode, as they all are. But you know, Freya really took an extra leap with what she decided to share. So, hope you're looking forward to that. Been enjoying editing that. I made that little silly video to advertise the stream tonight, and that's been it really. A little workout as well. But yeah, been a fulfilling day. I feel like I've been catching up on a bit of sleep as well. I've got a bit of sleep debt that I'm working through at the moment. So it feels nice to be trying to address that. How have everyone else's Mondays been? Always a pleasure to see you here. Thank you for being with me this evening. Hope we've all had a good start to the week. Hour 2 Shiny Kangaskhan is your guest, Jake. Okay. Well, I kind of... If so, I kind of would have spoken it into existence with that video I made earlier. But that would be so cool. That'd be so cool. I appreciate your optimism, Jake. Let's hope it's well-founded. Definitely need to remember to check the screens better before I just run away. Always have to remind myself of that at the start of every stream, because Yeah, that would be the saddest way to fail a shiny. Shiny for 28,000, Ronnie. Okay, well, we should be doing at least 2,000 encounters tonight, so we're all sort of on a similar ballpark there. So that's exciting. Hopefully that that wavelength is bodes well for our shiny predictions and shiny luck in general. A lot of photos. But you're listening on Spotify, Ronnie. Yes, well, like you did for Ben, might be worth hopping over to YouTube to see some of the photos of things that Fred talks about when the episode drops. But yeah, of course you get the main... You still get the episode by listening on Spotify, but you do just get little extra flavours of things Fred's talking about on the YouTube version. Hello Luke, welcome. Always a pleasure to see you. I've just got that feeling it's happening tonight, you know what I mean? I've actually placed my bet that we're going to get a shiny in the first half hour of stream. So before 38 minutes past 8. Jake is saying, at hour 2, we find shiny Kangaskhan, which would be next level. What do you reckon, Luke? When do you reckon the shiny is going to happen? Good evening, Sabrina. Thanks so much for joining again, and thank you for sending your shiny luck. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, feel like I already know you pretty well after you joined the stream last night, so thank you. And how have your Mondays been, Luke and Sabrina? And welcome, Sean. Good to see you again, my friend. Appreciate you hopping on. Chazmeister. Love it. How are you doing, Sean? How has your day been? Hope you've had a good start to the week. You will watch a little bit on YouTube afterwards. Fair enough. Fair enough, Ronnie. It's always, this is why I do the podcast episodes for audio apps as well as YouTube. So that people can enjoy it in whichever way they think best for them. That's a great little emoji you've got there, Sean. Welcome in, everyone. Been a headache kind of day today. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Headache in the just things going wrong? Do you literally have a headache? It's just been a lot on your plate. So come to chill here. Well, you're in the right place. Hoping to provide that chilling. And hoping that any flickering cameras do not just induce further headache for you. But yeah, I hope things get easier tomorrow for you. We all have days like that, don't we? And they're so frustrating. But yeah, they're going to happen sometimes. We work through it. And again, you're in the right place just to chill out. Not been too bad today, Luke. Pleased to hear. Hunting Chimchar in Violet for Lee's Dream Team. Cool. Again, I think it's so cool that you're doing that, Luke. Luke is hunting the Dream Team of Lee Provost, my very first guest on the podcast. Shiny. Which is such a cool idea. I mean, if you wanted to make it your task to shiny hunt every single team, then you could. That's quite a task, and potentially a never-ending one. But yeah, really cool idea. Lee will be thrilled when you complete that team. I'm sure he's thrilled that you're doing it in the first place. How was Lee's stream earlier, Luke? How did it go? Any shinies found for Lee earlier? And speaking of shiny hunting Lee's Dream Team, we'll have a graphic coming out for the podcast soon. Don't know if it'll be this week or if it'll be later on. But I think you'll find interesting. Luke. We'll leave it at that. But got some data and analysis of people's dream teams coming out, which I've been looking forward to doing for a very long time. Seeing, you know, the most common types that people choose, common partner Pokemon, if there is a commonality yet, which can confirm there is. And, you know, the balance of generations, for example, that people tend to choose, how many first partner Pokemon there are in there, all sorts of things like that. I'm looking forward to crunching that data and posting my findings, because we've got quite a lot of data by this point from the show. So yeah, very much looking forward to sharing that with you all, and to finishing my sort of data crunching myself. Oh, literally a headache. Oh, sorry, Sean. Yes, I did assume you meant just a day where everything goes wrong, but oh, that's such a shame. And oh, okay, so you're prone to it. It happens sometimes. How frustrating. Very much hope that dissipates, my friend. I'm glad that you've been having some medicine. Or you're saying there's nothing that can get rid of it. Oh, okay. So, well then, the opposite of that. I hope you can just chill and stay hydrated. That's a big thing. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, I think. Maybe it'd be better for you to just listen to the stream rather than watch too intently. As a result, if your head is hurting, and don't you worry, you will hear when I find a shiny. And it will be a when, because it's happening in the first half hour of the stream. I just have that feeling. Yeah, hope you chill well, Sean. Thank you for throwing in your best wishes as well there, Ronnie. So, no shinies there either. Well, good to know it's not just me having the bad Safari's unluck. So, you know what? I'm just having a slightly paranoid moment. I'm just going to check Parasect's shiny. Because I know it's pretty similar. I do not want to miss it, of course. Here we go. Let's just pull up this shiny sprite. Oh no, that's pretty distinct, isn't it? That's pretty distinct. Bright orange. Okay, fine. Good. First half hour of the stream is well, we started officially 8 minutes past 8 is when I said that. So before 38 minutes past 8, Ronnie, is what we're saying. So Sean, it's for Lee's dream team from the podcast. My podcast, Chazingdra Chats, of course. So Lee was my very first guest. And yeah, so Luke is shiny hunting the 6 Pokemon that Lee chose for his dream team there. Which is a really neat idea. Oh yeah, we need to place our bets. You know what, I think it probably is going to be Parasect now that shines. Place your bets as to what's going to shine first, everyone. And no worries, Sean, yeah. Hope you feel better very soon indeed. Can use them for a Scarlet run. That's a cool idea, Luke. Nice. Lee, ever the video game competitor, really went for some pretty powerful Pokemon for his dream team. So I think you're going to absolutely breeze through your Scarlet run that you do of that with Lee's dream team. No shiny in the first Dynamax adventure. Keep us posted, Ronnie. I'm sorry to hear that, but you can find some really cool shinies in the Dynamax adventures. Be it the legendaries or indeed the Pokemon that you encounter along the way. I remember when I did just entirely randomly for a Dynamax adventure that I did. The Tapu Bulu I found at the end of it was shiny. I think I found a shiny Cantonian Persian as well. At least those two. I'm sure there were more. Yeah, there was at least one more. It might have been a fighting type, not sure. Venonat for you, Luke. Fair dues. Fair dues. Yeah, a good shout. Especially because, of course, I failed Nidorino and Venonat in the Safari Zone last year. The first year that I was doing Safari Week. So the reclaim, I'll be very happy about. Lee, Costa, me, Ben, maybe David, all to a local at the same time. Love that idea, Sean. Oh, I reckon we can do it. I reckon we can do it. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Juggling five or six diaries is going to be tricky, but definitely possible, Sean. Haven't really looked into any locals to me thus far. I'm hoping, because previously, in the last season, there weren't too many locals in my area, really, so hoping that there will now be more, but we'll have to see. And also, don't you worry, everyone, don't you worry. We've got the lucky binoculars to help us along tonight, so we're able to spot those shinies a mile off, I tell you. Now watch as we fail our first shiny. We'll just run away before noticing it was shiny. No. Sure, the binoculars will be helping us along. My lucky prop from the silly little advert I made earlier for tonight's stream. Yeah, I am UK. And basically, London is the easiest for me. There don't tend to be that many locals in central London. But yeah, please do enlighten me as to what there might be in the area, Sean. Now, of course, also today, everyone, we've had the reveal of so many upcoming Terror Raid events, as well as Outbreak events. Very cool ones as well. So let's try and recount them. What have we got coming up? First of all, I think the first one is lots of Pikachu stuff. So, Terra Water Pikachu in Terror Raid dens. And then you've got Pichu in Paldea. You've got Pikachu in Kitakami. And then Raichu and Alolan Raichu in Blueberry. I mean, Alolan Raichu would be quite a fun. Definitely want to be shiny hunting the Alolan Raichu. I was really excited about Alolan Raichu in Regulation Set G, actually, with Surge Surfer and Miraidon. I don't know how well it'll do in the meta these days, but still, shiny hunting that would be really cool, because I mean, you can't obtain it normally in Scarlet and Violet, so rare opportunity to get the shiny variant. And then after that, it's, I believe, the Dondozo Tatsugiri events. So you've got Terra Water Dondozo, and then you've got all the forms of Tatsugiri. I think the only one I have shiny is the yellow one. Which one is that? The, well, you've got Curly, Stretchy, Droopy. I think that's Stretchy. The yellow one is Stretchy Tatsugiri, if I remember correctly. And so, yeah, definitely want to make the most of getting those shiny Tatsugiri forms during that event. Because otherwise, you know, if you're popping a sparkling power level 3 water sandwich in Casseroya Lake, where Tatsugiri appear, you're going to be finding all kinds of different Pokemon, not necessarily your target. So that's something I always take into consideration when these events happen. If it's going to be hard to find it with just an ordinary or sparkling power sandwich, then that makes it, in my eyes, all the more worth doing. Orpington and Tonbridge, yeah. Not the nearest, are they, Sean? Not the nearest for VG, but of course, if a bunch of us are attending together, then it's going to have to be a good location for each of us. But it's such a shame, because it's strange to me that there aren't more events sort of more in central London, being such a hub as it is. Because then I think I'd be at locals pretty regularly, to be honest, just hopping on a train and... But anyway, Yeah, we'll see how the season develops. Eastbourne, of course, yeah. Lightning Rod with Endeavour again. Yeah, exactly. Lightning Rod and Endeavour. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. Part of the reason why I had my eye on Alola Mraichu is I got absolutely destroyed by Miraidon Alola Mraichu team before I'd even become aware of the archetype. Ugh. Focus Sash and Endeavour. Nasty. Nasty. Potentially Endure as well. Muzzle. Oof. A lot of fun to play, not so much fun to be on the receiving end of. Put it that way. Yeah, thank you for posting them, Jake. Yeah. Yeah, always. It's so. I want to give a shout out to the Discord community because it's so cool that we can all just hang out in there and share things on our minds to do with Pokemon and otherwise. Yeah, very helpful community. Always makes me smile whenever there's a message in the Discord. Because everyone, just very wholesome bunch. So thank you everyone for being there. Those of you who are. And the link is in the description for anyone who is not yet. Birmingham is in the middle. Oh yeah, Birmingham Whitney, yeah. That could work. Yeah. Yeah, we got options, Sean. But again, I come back to the point, it just baffles me that there aren't more in central London. They'd be so popular. Anyway, so those are the first two, and then the next two, I believe the third event coming up chronologically will be the chance of shiny chest form Gimme Ghoul, which is really cool. I don't know, because last time it was literally just the base odds, and I'm not sure there was anything you could do to increase the odds actually of a shiny Gimme Ghoul. I wonder if this time there'll be some kind of boost to the shiny chance. It'd be cool if there were, because that would be definitely something to jump on while we could. So yeah, definitely up for trying to get a shiny chest on Gimme Ghoul. And then, what's the outbreak that time? What is the outbreak accompanying the chest form Gimme Ghoul in raids? Put a pin in that. The next event then, you've got... Oh yeah, Terranormal Dragonite. And then boosted shiny chance for some powerful later Pokedex Pokemon like... It's Larvitar and Bagon, I think. I haven't got a shiny Bagon yet, so that'll be interesting. There's Beldum, and then what's the other one? What's the other one? Appearing Kitakami, presumably. It's not Jangmo-o. What are the options? It would be Dratini. It's not Dratini, I don't think. Gibble... Dino... Goomy, yes, that's it. It's Goomy and Hisuian Sliggoo. Very cool, that. I love Goomy. I see the Gen 6 Plusher on the horizon as well. We'll have my eye on a Goomy there for sure. So yeah, I cannot remember what the Outbreak event is accompanying the Gimme Ghoul. If anyone can recall that, do post it in the chat. So yeah, anyway, loads of really cool events to get involved in. And pretty unique Pokemon to find in the games. Oh, that's it. The other one is like, it's Riolu in Kitakami, it's Comfey in Blueberry, and Moggy's just spent ages trying to get a shiny Comfey, but the odds will be boosted during that event, and there'll be a chance for a mark. And then in Paldea, it's... Watchroll, I think. Yeah, very cool. Cool to have revealed so many at the same time as well. Lots to look forward to. Anyway, Start Discord chat. Interesting, yeah, well, let's... Yeah, I'm not sure how best to handle that one, Sean, actually. I'll think about that. Let's see. If you mention it to us all individually, I'm sure that together we can try and make something happen. Again, all no promises, all dependent on availabilities and so on. But yeah, certainly a really cool idea, Sean. So yeah. Sure, if you've mentioned it to Lee and any of the others, then we'll get our heads together. But yeah, thank you for raising that idea. Can you shiny hunt the legendary in Heart Gold Soul Silver? You certainly can, Jake. You certainly can. It can be shiny. That's something I'd like to do at some point. Although probably I would hunt them in original Gold and Silver first. But yeah, that would be a really cool hunt to do. Lugia and Ho-Oh shiny are so cool. They're not a lot, Jake. Plenty of people have shiny hunted Lugia and Ho-Oh in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Is that a hunt you're planning yourself? How come you ask? Cool, okay. Nice. Well, it's good that you've mentioned it to Lee and Costa then, Sean. Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk all amongst each other and then try and make something happen. Yeah, Jake, how come you ask? Are you planning to hunt them yourselves? Yeah, planning to hunt them yourself? The legendaries in Heart Gold Soul Silver. And 4 minutes. 4 minutes, everyone, to make good on my prediction that we'll get a shiny in the first half hour of the stream. It could still happen. It could happen at any point. Which of the upcoming summer Terror Raid or Outbreak events are we most looking forward to? I think for me, I'm definitely keen for Alolan Raichu. That might be my answer, actually. Yeah, probably Alolan Raichu, just because you can't get it in Scarlet and Violet normally. You got the Chimchar! Way, Luke! Excellent stuff. Good, flying through. Shiny Chimchar and Violet. Nice. Also though, Luke, please don't be stealing my shiny luck. Please. Very kind of you if you didn't. But that's fantastic. Congratulations. Good, so I believe you're still going for Ghastly, right? Which generation are you going for that one in? And you've got Zapdos. Did you say you've got Tyranitar now? Yeah, how many have you got? How many still to go? Give us a little update on your progress there, Luke. You're not doing them, Ronnie. What do you mean knowing yourself? If you want to do them, then you can do them. The Outbreak and Raid events. Booted up your Heart Gold cart and found yourself standing in front of Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh must have set it up for a hunt and forgot about it. Nice. Very cool. Well, that's the perfect place to be saved. I thought you were about to say there, Jake, that you just turned it on for the first time, you were saved in front of Ho-Oh, you encountered it, and it was immediately shiny. Definitely do that hunt. Why not hunt alongside the stream tonight, Jake? Keep us posted on your progress. Great hunt, though, and a fantastic shiny. So good. I remember seeing someone on YouTube doing Shiny Ho-Oh Hunt in the original gold version and got it in 36 resets. 36. So you know it could happen at any time. It really could. Just like on these cartridges. We're going to shiny this encounter. You ready? Okay, so not in Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Soul Silver, or Emerald. Ah, well. Sometimes it's good to make a bold call, because can you imagine if there was a shiny that time? Exactly, Ronnie. Seems like we are all stealing my shiny luck again. I mean, you're doing your Dynamax adventures. We'll see if something shines there. So let's just use the shiny Ghastly you got from Pokemon Legends Arceus. You're going to wait for the Larvitar outbreak to complete the set. Yeah, nice. Good thinking. Then maybe it'll have that cool mark. I can't remember. Is it Charismatic mark or something like that? Or maybe it's the Pumped Up or something. I remember seeing someone shiny hunting for Revavroom with the... maybe it was the Pumped Up mark, which gives you the title The Driven, which of course is perfect for Revavroom. Love that idea. Yeah, which of those Outbreak events are we all most looking forward to? For me, it's got to be the chance of a Alolan Raichu and Blueberry. So cool. Time for Landorus number 2. Alright then, Ronnie. All the very best. Surely tonight you'll find at least one shiny doing that Dynamax adventure. It might not be the Landorus, but it might be a Pokemon you encounter along the way. And such cool targets there. You know what I was thinking about today? Pokemon I was thinking about today that I've got a lot of love for. That you rarely see talked about. Alolan, Sandshrew, and Sandslash. Ice Steel, such a cool typing. And it's just a really good design. I've always loved Sandshrew and Sandslash, and then the Alolan forms with those types just took it to another level, I think. When I was playing through Let's Go Eevee, I wanted to get... I believe you can't get... You don't have the option of a trade for Alolan Sandshrew in that game, because because I think you find the Ekans instead of Sandshrew in that game. But I remember finding someone online to trade with through a community who had a load of shiny Alolan Sandshrew, so he traded me a shiny. And it was so fun to use. Ice types are generally just a lot of fun to use in Generation 1 because Ice is such a strong offensive type. Ice Steel, oof, love it. Yeah, exactly. Show love for Alolan Sandslash here, unconditionally. Of course, A-Slash could also be interpreted as Aegis Slash there, Jake. This leads me on to my question. What's everyone's... Ooh, it's a really tough question, actually. Maybe you don't have to choose just one, but favourite regional forms for everyone. Jake, I know that you're probably repping the Alolan Sandslash. But favourite regional forms for everyone. And by the way, my call that we'd find a shiny in the first half hour of stream has been felled. We're now past 38 minutes past 8. So, and we're past 27,000 encounters. But Ronnie's bet that we'll find one before 28,000 is still on. And as is Jake's that in the second hour we'll find a shiny Kangaskhan. Oh, I'll hold you to that, Jake. If that happens, oh my goodness. So for you, Ronnie, Hisuian Lilligant makes a lot of sense. I also love that one. Hisuian Goodra for you, Sean. That's very cool. That is very cool, Hisuian Goodra. Big fan of that as well. I love any friendly Pokemon, really, especially ones that are very powerful but still friendly. Got a soft spot for those. Sneasler. So technically it doesn't count. It'd be like Basculegion, which I'm a massive fan of, but that's not a regional variant, really. Neither is the Basculin, because that's just White Stripe Basculin rather than Hisuian. That's presumably why you can kind of get it... you can find White Stripe Basculin in Kitakami. Also, speaking of this, anyone else notice that the town in Kitakami, Mosui Town, it's no coincidence, I'm sure, that both Mosui and Hisui end in Sui. there is a link between those places because, of course, you've got Blood Moon Ursaluna, you've got the White Stripe Basculin, etc. I think there's another Hisuian form potentially that you can find there. But yeah, cool little link there. Don't know why my...
Who do you want to message?
No thanks, Siri. I don't know why my Siri's popped up there. Well, that was strange. I just seem to have activated Siri. Go. How do I escape?
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
I don't know why Siri suddenly popped up.
It's not a problem.
Right. Well, that's that. That's never happened before. Oh, I know why. It's because I was talking about... I'm now afraid to say the name of that place because it might pop up again. But of course, the place in where Pokemon Legends Arceus is set, I think activated SIRI. Saying HISUI activated SIRI. That's so funny. Wow. Well, anyway, yes, that link between the town in Kitakami and the region of Pokemon Legends Arceus is a very interesting one. Yeah, I could have asked why I don't have a shiny yet, couldn't I, Ronnie? I'm not sure they would have been much help, actually. Anyway. Other favourite regional forms. So I do love Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash. Alolan Executor, I think, is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, going back to your point, Sean. Yeah, regional forms, literally anything that has the name of Pokemon with an adjective in front of it, you know, like Alolan, Galarian, etc. Hisuian. Oh good, it didn't activate. The voice activation there. Others that I like. Galarian Corsola's fun. Can't really think of many other Galarian forms. We've got Farfetch, Corsola. Oh, you've got Yamask. Galarian Yamask is really cool. Runerigus. Big fan of Runerigus. I don't tend to like... My favourite Pokemon tend to be the more elemental ones, less the sort of... the more earthy types, like ground and fighting and steel and rock, but... Oh yeah, of course. Zigzagoon, good point. Got Weezing as well, of course. And then... yeah, I think we've already covered some good options. I do like Hisuian Arcanine as well. And Growlithe. And then Paldean... they don't have too many regional forms in Paldea, but you've got Wooper and you've got Tauros. Paldean Tauros, I think, is really cool. But I think for my favourite regional form, I'm probably going to say Alolan Sandslash. That line, but probably Sandslash over Sandshrew. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, anyone else want to chuck in their favourite regional forms? Go ahead. And of course, place your bets as to what's going to shine tonight. I'm going with Parasect this time, in Leaf Green. Of course, I also have my Heart Gold copy where I found the Totodile the other day. Well, a couple of weeks ago now, maybe approaching 3 weeks. Remains untouched because I've been focusing on Safari Week. But I'm looking forward to finding another target for that. Don't know if I'll be streaming a potential shiny badge quest on that Heart Gold version, or whether it will be sort of a surprise. It will be a personal thing, and then maybe I'll make a compilation video at the end. Because I have various other quests that I want to stream, like my Silver Dream Team quest, playing through the Pokemon Violet Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC, which I have completely untouched thus far. So some kind of challenge run I'll be doing with that. Need to work out what that'll be, or maybe I'll ask for opinions on what that should be. Various other hunts that I want to do. Of course, some competitive content too, or competitive streams. So yeah, lots and lots to look forward to. But we can't move on until we get a shiny here in the Safari Zone. Which leads me on to my next question. Let me think about the phrasing of this. Okay. Yes, because another thing that I want to stream is challenge runs. Trying to get through the whole game with just one Pokemon or under odd conditions, things like that. So, if you were to play through one Pokemon game with just one Pokemon, try and beat the game with just one Pokemon on your team at all times, unless of course you need to use HMs, what would it be? Because for me, you probably know I've got a soft spot for Ledibur and Ledian. That's why Ledibur is my target on Emerald. I would love to do a run with just Ledian through Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Why Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Because you can get that hidden ability Iron Fist. You can shiny hunt it that little bit easier, and I would shiny hunt it before doing this challenge run. In fact, it would be Ledibur, and of course, you know, the earliest possible opportunity. I'd probably find shiny Ledibur or hatch it. Hatch it probably best actually, so it can be at as low a level as possible. Transfer it to a new save file, and then try and play through Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl with just that Ledibur as soon as I could transfer it over to a new save file from Pokemon Home. You can get Iron Fist as a hidden ability, and of course the first gym is Rock type, so it's going to be a struggle. Ledibur takes double super effective damage from Rock. But yeah, I think Ledian and Ledibur are often overlooked. I want to change that, so yeah. How about all of you, if you were to do a challenge run of any Pokemon game with any one Pokemon, what would you choose? I realise it's a fairly big question, so yeah. Do take your time if you need. I at one point had in mind that I could, if I do find shiny Ledibur in the Emerald Safari Zone, I could transfer that one all the way up to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and then use that. But it would be like, as you can see in this Pineco, like level 34-ish. Which is just a little bit too high. It's not a true reflection of trying to get through the entire game. Also, of course, at that level, it just wouldn't listen to me. So, yeah. As a reminder, our targets are the shiny Ledibur in Emerald, Pinsir in Leaf Green, Kangaskhan and Tauros in Fire Red, and Larvitar in Soul Silver. But we'll see what we find. There are, of course, so many cool targets in all of these games, especially in Emerald, Generation 2 being my favourite. Yeah, got a soft spot for Johto, so all of these Johto targets making me very happy in Emerald right now. What Yu-Gi-Oh card would best fit in Pokemon? What an entrance, James. What an entrance. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just going to say that straight up. So, not a clue. Not a clue. I know you get various dragons, so I guess one of those. But yes, my knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh is certainly lacking compared to others in the Pokemon community, I'm sure. What are your thoughts on that, James? And how was your Monday? I've just had to double check what Paraset's shiny looks like, just so we don't accidentally run away from it. But it is distinct enough. It's bright orange, so I don't think we'll be missing that. Yeah, Blue Eyes White Dragon, exactly. Jack, welcome. Hello, you are here. How was your Monday, Jack? Hope you've had a good day, and thank you so much, as always, for stopping by the stream. Yeah, I've just got that feeling that it's going to happen tonight. I know that's easy to say, especially when we're so over odds, but sometimes you do just have a feeling. For example, I wasn't feeling it last night. So I'll be honest as to when I'm feeling it and when I'm not, but I've just got that feeling after making that silly trailer for the stream that I did earlier. Yeah. We've got Ronnie saying that the shinies can happen before 28,000 encounters. We've got Jake saying shiny Kangaskhan in the first 2 hours. Or in the second hour. I mean, it would be amazing if any of those held true. That's work. Nothing you can do about that. No, exactly. Exactly. But I hope it was a relatively good day at work, Jack. I just asked, if you were to do a challenge run of any Pokemon game at all, with just one Pokemon on your team, what would it be? My answer is Ledibur Ledian in a Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. The Gen 4 remakes. Treat to hear from you, Jack and James, what you would choose. Any Pokemon game at all, and with any Pokemon, but just that one on your team. What would you do? Safest bet being before 1 million encounters. Yeah, that is a pretty safe bet, Jack. Yeah. 1 million encounters, can you imagine? Welcome if you're just joining. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Welcome to the Safari Zone. We still don't have a shiny. That's right. Are we surprised? Not really. But we are way over 3 times over odds, so is it going to happen soon? We would certainly hope so, but cannot be confirmed. I have been editing Freya Pierce's episode of Chazingdra Chats today, which comes out on Wednesday, as always. I had a really inspiring chat with Freya. And I'm looking forward to you all hearing that. Also, she sent over so many pictures of various things from her life, and so, yeah, really holistic experience this week's episode. How's everyone else's Monday been? Solo Emerald with Arcanine. That's very cool. Very cool, James. Whoa. A lot of fun. Solo runs present so many interesting challenges. Yes, Ronnie's still looking for those Dynamax adventure partners. Anyone who wants to shiny hunt Dynamax adventures alongside Ronnie, please do go ahead. See what shinies you can find in that Dynamax den. I can't remember the exact name of that area now, where you do the Dynamax adventures. Kuribo from the anime could easily be a Pokemon. I'll take your word for that, James. Again, I have no idea, really, about Yu-Gi-Oh! But good knowledge. I didn't know you knew this about Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, James. Interesting. Dark Magician would like to battle. Exactly. I mean, I assume exactly, because again, not a clue about Yu-Gi-Oh! Scarlet Violet with just Florigato. Or Sprigatito until it evolves. How come Florigato? I feel like you've mentioned Florigato before. Why do you like Florigato in particular? It's always great to see some love for some middle stage evolutions, which can get forgotten. Like Wartortle, for example, I think is such a cool Pokemon. It's time we saw middle stages as potentially an end in themselves, rather than just a stop that we pass through on the way to fully evolved. Your wife is called Freya. It's quite a rare name. Ah, yes. Interesting. Well, I can guarantee that it's not your wife who's a guest on the podcast, Sean. Or at least I assume it's not. Is your wife into Pokemon at all, Sean? And, yeah, Freya is also the name of a Norse goddess who drives a chariot driven by, or pulled by, cats. Pretty neat. We could all do with one of those from time to time. Does your wife ride a chariot pulled by cats, Sean? We can all aspire to that. Or dream of it. I don't imagine cats would be that good at pulling a chariot, because wouldn't they not just get distracted, wander off, you know? Anyway, I'm back after that little tangent. So, Crown Tundra. Yes, no, I know it's in the Crown Tundra, Jack, but what the name of the specific den is where you do the Dynamax adventures. Thank you for clarifying that. Played Yu-Gi-Oh! And watched the anime for a while, Ronnie. Cool, so maybe you have more of an idea of what James is talking about than I do. More Fire Ice type. That would be very cool. Currently, it's just that Zen mode, Galarian Darmanitan, right? Galarian Darumaka and Darmanitan, that is a very cool Pokemon. No pun intended with ice. I often find myself doing that unintentionally. Galarian Darmanitan with Gorilla Tactics as an ability is very, very, very oppressive. Nearly said cool again. But yeah, Fire Ice would be really interesting. I think it's such a fun combination. So what? Double super effective from Rock, single super effective from Fighting, and not Steel, nor Fire, of course. So then Water, but then maybe you'd be able to have Freeze Dry. And then Ground. Yes, it's not bad, actually, you know. Not the most terrible defensively. Not the best, certainly, but still. I remember coming up when I was younger with a Pokemon which, latterly I thought they could do a regional variant of Macargo, which is Fire Water. And it's, snail, but then its shell sort of boils water. And when I came up with this, its ability could mean that any water-type move has like a 10% chance to leave the opponent with a burn. Could be really cool. Any other Pokemon that we've all just come up with, had a brainwave for over the years, do chat them in chat. It's always fascinating to see those. It's going to be a judge next season. Oh, nice. Nice, Sean. Great that your wife is getting involved in, getting more involved in Pokemon. That's very exciting. Very exciting new adventure. Puss in Boots resemblance. Oh, I see. That's fun, Jack. with Florigato. Wartortle is a great middle stage. Agree, James. Catapult Turtle. What's that in reference to, Jake? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on my messages. Yeah, Freya's a very, very cool name. Third adventure, no shiny. Alas, Ronnie. It'll come. Solo Crystal run with Poliwag Whirlroth would be your choice. Ooh, interesting, Toasted. How come? And also, welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure to see you, Toasted. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, why Solo Crystal with the Poliwag line? That's such a cool idea. May as well ride a chariot driven by cats. Sean. And now I can't remember what Yes I Am is in reference to, Ronnie, but having a good time with the adventures. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on the chat. I just wanted to see everyone getting so involved in it. Better as an offensive type. Yeah, absolutely. Fire Ice is offensively very oppressive. This is the thing. I think Zen mode, Galarian Darmanitan sort of flew under the radar because Guerrilla Tactics is just such a strong ability. For anyone who's unaware, Galarian Darmanitan back from Generation 8. The ability Guerrilla Tactics essentially works as a choice band. Whichever move you choose, you get a 1.5 times boost. But then it stacks with the... But the drawback is you can only use the first move that you choose in battle. But Guerrilla Tactics stacks with the choice band. So whichever move you choose and you're locked into that first choice gets a 3 times boost in power. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a while, obviously, since I've looked at Galarian Darmanitan, but yeah. Possibly a reason why Galarian Darmanitan is not in Scarlet and Violet. Because give it, like, Terra Ice as well. Or any kind of Terra which gives the same type attack bonus boost to any of its moves, and yeah. Maybe a little too threatening, but such a cool Pokemon and such a cool ability. Favourite horse Pokemon is Macargo. What do you mean by that, Jack? What do you mean by that? It kind of looks like a horse with brains coming out of the bit in its mouth. So-called bit in its mouth. Oh. Thank you for not running away, Tediosa, but that was a mistake, me going near to you there. Learning high horsepower. Oh, wow. Didn't know that. Did not know. Learns high horsepower. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yu-Gi-Oh card that might be a Pokemon. Oh, I see. I see, Jake. Thank you for filling me in. Oh. If you know what Jake meant in chat, I see. No worries, Ronnie. Shellbell Guerrilla Tactics. Yeah! Yeah, you could do. It's true, why go all in on the power when you could get the benefit of a choice band, but then more diverse benefit from another held item. You love Crystal? Toasted, and as a pixel artist, it has your favourite Pokemon sprites. Oh, cool, yes. No, they are great. The sprites in Generation 2, they've stuck with me so much. And that what they were able to achieve with those sprites, even though it was just, you know, the Game Boy Color, Not the most advanced system, quite literally, what with the Game Boy Advance coming out after that. It was so impressive. Big Polyworld fan. Cubone run sounds interesting too. Pokemon you've never had in your party. Oh, nice. So go for one you've never used. Nice. That's kind of similar with me and Ledian. I've used it before. It's on the Soul Silver playthrough on this very DS actually. This green one here. Where's my finger? Where is it? There it is. But yeah, would love to solo BDSP with Ledian. Jimothy. Oh yeah, we've talked a little bit about Jimothy before, but I can't remember too much about them. Terra Fairy, Guerrilla Tactics, Shell Bell. Terra Fairy is interesting though, Jack, because obviously then you're still weak to steel. But I know what you mean, yeah. Obviously you're taking much less damage from fighting. The Terra Fairy. Terra Dragon. All sorts of cool options for Galarian Darmanitan. Here's a question. Speaking of all these Terra types. Everyone's favourite Terra Crown. Which Terra Crown design is your favourite? When a Pokemon terrestrializes and they have that little hat on representing a certain type, which one speaks to you the most? Gonna go through each of them. Ooh, Terra Rock's quite cool with that temple. That might immediately be my favourite, I know. Got water with that fountain, you've got electric with the light bulb. Love that new idea, light bulb moment that the Terra Electric does. Terra Grass, the flowers. Terra Poison, the skull and crossbones. Piratey. All aboard the good ship terrestrialization. Psychic, you've got the mind's eye, so to speak, that's cool. Ground, you've got the that cross-section of the earth almost, that's a very cool one. Fire, you've got the candelabra, so to speak. Flying, the balloons. Bug, you've got those antennae. Normal, just a big gem. Do like that one. Ghost, oh yeah, the Gen 1 Ghost Sprite is very cool for Terra Ghost in Generation 9. Fighting, you've got the fist. It's a cool fist, like the swirl of power around it. Steel, you've got that axe. Ice, you've got the snowflake. Very appropriate for Terra with the Terra Ice because obviously everything's sparkly, just as snow would be. Dragon, you've got that little dragon hat. That is very cool, the dragon one. Literally a winged dragon. And then Dark, you've got the cheeky grin. That's a fun one. And Fairy, you've got the heart. So for me, I think it's going to be Rock. The very first one I said, actually. I love that temple. Also because, of course, studied classics and ancient history and Latin and ancient Greek at university. So, of course, that one would speak to me. But also, I just think it's a really cool idea for Terra Rock. And I wish we saw more Terra Rock. When Ben Kiriakou and I were commentating in Belgium, and if you haven't checked out that vlog yet, do. It's on my channel. We were helping out our good friend Simon van der Bucht with a tournament that he was organising. We casted for him there. We saw a Terra Rock Venusaur, which won that game that we casted. And Terra Rock on Venusaur made sense, you know? You now resist fire, you now resist flying. And it had Weather Ball with Tyranitar there also to set up the Sandstorm. So all of a sudden you're dealing massive damage into fire types. It was such a cool tech. Yeah, so Terra Rock for me. How about everyone else? So, Ground Terra for you, Jake. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. It's a cool idea for a Terra Crown. Fairy or Ghost for you, Ronnie? Cool. Yeah, again, that Gem 1 Ghost Sprite. So cool. Ghost for you as well, Damien, and welcome to the chat. Always good to see you. How's your Monday been, Damien? Hope you've had a good one. Good start to the week. The Teal Mask Crown. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean for Ogerpon specifically. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? It's really cool. I think for me, that's going to be my next question, actually. We'll talk about Ogerpon in a moment. So stay tuned. Steel for you, Sam. Nice. And hello, welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the stream. Pleasure to meet you yesterday. Pleasure to have you back today. How has your Monday been, Sam? Of course, I'm also forgetting Terra Stella there. Which is a very cool Terra Crown. So yeah, Terra Stella also an option there, which I did not consider. I think it's still Terra Rock for me with that temple. Don't think you've ever seen Terra Rock, Jake. Wow. Okay, well, you're missing out, my friend. Yeah, the Pokemon gets a temple atop its head. Like a Greek-style temple. Columns, etc. It's very cool. I haven't seen all the different Terra Blast animations. Which I definitely would like to. I think they've been really creative with the Terra Blast animations from what I have seen. But yeah, there are some I just, you just don't see so often because the Terra types are rarer, and then again, you'd have to run Terra Blast, which isn't always done, so... Yeah. But yeah, I would like to see more Terra Blast animations. Grass or Fairy for you, Sabrina? Nice, yeah. Little meadow atop the head. Or a Pokemon just showing its love for everyone else on the battlefield with that Terra Fairy. Big heart. 70 plus hours and 31 boxes in Shiny Hunting Dratini, and you... Yes. You're getting tired of seeing Dratini there. Well, understandable, Damien. Welcome to the Long Hunt Club, my friend. What can I say? We're in it together. Terra Rock. Yeah, I mean, totally get why we don't see Terra Rock so often, Jack, but I'm just saying I love the crown. Love the crown. The Terra Rock crown, not the TV show The Crown. But Rock is an amazing offensive type, actually. It's interesting, because in Generation 1, the very first gym leader, of course, Brock, is the Rock type. And by that point in the game, you don't really have enough Pokemon that can deal with Rock easily. Unless, of course, you chose Bulbasaur or Squirtle. But what I'm saying is that in Generation 1, the Rock-type gym leader is sort of seen as this defensive wall. But actually, in the fullness of time, when you finish your Pokemon journey in Generation 1 and the other games, Rock is not seen as very good defensively at all. So it's interesting sort of role reversal there. But yeah, offensively, Rock is such a good type. It's so much for super effective. So many useful types for super effective. Which I feel like people sometimes forget. Bug for you, Luke. Yeah, very cool. That is, it's up there for me. It's up there for me. Rock remains my favourite though. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. Thanks, James. Thank you for joining the stream. As always, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping by. And everyone, if you're enjoying the stream, please do, I gotta say it, please do leave a like and drop a sub if you haven't already, because all these things are really helpful. Thanks so much. And various links below for my socials and my Discord community, if you want to hop into there. It would be a pleasure to hang out with you off stream as well. Share things that we find and shinies, etc. as well as my Patreon if you want to support me as a creator. We've got all sorts of streams coming up, as I said earlier, Dream Team Quest challenge runs, as well as competitive things planned for at some point down the line. I've got my podcast, Chazingdra Chats too, where we get to know people in the Pokemon community and 6 Pokemon on their Dream Team, which is always a very interesting ride. So much Chazingdra stuff to get involved in, and will be a pleasure to see you all at any of those places. But for now, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate you all for supporting the stream. And who knows, tonight might be the night. I do have that feeling that it will be tonight that we find a shiny, but only time will tell. Now then. So, you like Steel Terror Blast, Luke? Yeah, very cool. Hurling a chunk of metal at the opponent. Do you like that? And I absolutely love it when it's raining outside. Yes, I definitely do, Sean. You're not weird. It is very cozy to listen to rain outside when you're inside. Don't you worry. That is, I think that's a fairly common thing, actually, Sean. And yeah, sure, being outside in the rain, not so much, but being inside, very cozy indeed. I like it being sunny all day when it's summer, but certainly in the autumn. Ooh, that's very cozy. Cozy when it's raining outside, you're inside in the autumn having a cozy day, keeping warm. Yeah. Pretty sad that you're asking that in early July, but that is the kind of weather we've been having in the UK, isn't it, Sean? So, yeah. Shame, but there we go. The weather's generally recently has been really good, actually, so hopefully we get back up there. Back up to that kind of weather soon. Because it makes you feel like you should be outside in it. That's an interesting reason for not wanting it to be sunny all day. I know what you mean. Sometimes you want to be out there, but you've got to be inside, or... Yeah. I feel like you should be making the most of it, but... I know what you mean. I like them both for different reasons. Sun and rain. Ooh, weather. I think it's always so sad when... that time in life when snow becomes... an inconvenience rather than something exciting. For me, snow will always have that allure, that excitement about it. But, of course, if you're trying to get somewhere, then it's disruptive. I get it. But, yeah, it's always an interesting time in life to chart, I feel like, when snow becomes an inconvenience rather than something magical. But it's always something magical. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever ban a type from VG, Jack. I think that's just not making the best use of the types that they have at their disposal. So, you're feeling happy because you got top 8 at a Stat Cup in Manchester yesterday. Ah, yes, a bit sad to lose, but you lost to a good player in the Cali, Shadow Merri. Yes, well, I believe Jack, who is in chat right now, was also playing in Manchester there yesterday, Sean. So, how strange. You were both there. Jack meet Sean. Sean meet Jack. You were both playing at the Manchester Cup yesterday. How odd. But that's fantastic. Top 8. When you say a Stat Cup, Sean, who else was there? Apart from Jack, of course. Providing all the roadblocks. Yeah, top 8 is fantastic. I hope you're very proud of that, Sean. You're now... oh no. Just threw 2 Safari Balls. No shinies. Can you imagine if I hadn't noticed the shiny, but I chucked a Safari Ball and caught it? Absolutely crazy. Goodness, the chat is popping off today, isn't it? I need to scroll back, just see. That's weird, Damien. I wonder why there was someone in your area just being loud and obnoxious outside. Very sorry to hear that. I hope you managed to sleep well, nonetheless. Favourite weather in Pokemon right now, Jack? I think it's got to be snow. I love the new snow mechanic. Defense to ice types. Also, anything that makes ice more viable, I love, because ice is my favourite type. How about you, Jack? And how about anyone else in chat or in the stream? What's your favourite weather in Pokemon? I think that's a question we've asked before. I like rain as well. I'm a big fan of Kyogre. Then probably Sandstorm, and then probably Sun. It's mainly just down to the Pokemon I like to use. And I don't know, I tend to use Sun the least, actually. Yeah, anyone else? What's your hierarchy of weathers? So for me, it's snow, rain, sand, and sun. They all begin with S, don't they, apart from rain? Shame. Just want them all to conform to all beginning with S. Still. You're rain because you love water types and you like winning. Fair enough. Yeah, rain's very powerful. 24th, Jack. Still really impressive. Lots of previous data regional IC players. And Irish players. Yeah, okay. Nice. Well, fantastic result, Sean. Very good. Very good. Damien, meanwhile, just trying to find that shiny Dratini, not enjoying the colour blue. Good luck, Damien. Good luck, Damien. We are sending each other shiny luck. Hoping to shorten our respective hunts. It's got to be rain for you, Luke. Koga and Politoed, yes. Totally understand that. Yeah. Love Politoed too. I got my girlfriend a Politoed plush, and she called it Puddles. Very sweet. She's all about the Pokemon that are lovers, not fighters, you know. They're there to just be friends. She thinks Politoed has very needy eyes. Needs to be looked after. Very sweet. When the Gen 6 sitting cuties come out. Yeah. They're on the horizon, aren't they, Damien? Which, next question for you all, which Generation 6 sitting cutie plush are you most looking forward to? And while you reflect on that, I'll just catch up on the rest of chat. I need to stay hydrated as well. Koga and Ludicolo in Gen 6 VGC 2016. Yeah. Damien's got experience going way back. Nice to hear. From your experience there, Damien. Love that Sean and Jack are still trying to identify each other. Love that the Chazingdra community is helping you guys connect. Sean, I can't remember whether or not you're in the Discord community or not, but Jack certainly is, and it'd be a pleasure to see you there. It's linked below. And anyone else who's enjoying the stream, my Discord community, Chazingdra's Chocolate Factory, is linked below. It'd be a pleasure to see any of you there. Now then. Rain great for Swifts and Kendra. Exactly, Luke. Exactly. But I've got to say, I prefer to run Sniper on Kendra. I'm just all in. Especially with Dragon Cheer now. And if you hold the scope lens, or Razor Claw, guaranteed critical hits, Draco Meteors hitting through the stat drops. Yes, please. With Sniper boosting up the damage from critical hits. Incredible. But yeah, Swift Swim. Great ability as well. And its inability is Damp, which is not so useful in VG, but certainly useful for shiny hunting. For any Pokemon that can self-destruct or explode. Greninja is the plush that you're looking forward to the most, Jack. That makes sense. You've spoken about Greninja before. Aegis Slash Defense Form. How come, Damien? How come? That's a really interesting choice. I think I'd go for defense form over the attack form as well, actually. Floette, even though it's only one colour. Yes, I remember you saying, Ronnie, yes. Given that there are, you know, so many Furfrou forms, so many Vivillon forms, strange that it's just the one Floette colour, but still, great that we do have those options for the other Pokemon. Yeah, do hop in. Do hop in, Sean. Be great to see you there. We talk about all manner of Pokemon things, including Shinies, of course, including competitive, including trivia, everything. So yeah, you'd be very welcome. Yeah, I hope you guys do get to meet at the next one. Well, Ronnie, A, how are your Dynamax adventures going? B, we're now more than halfway to 28,000. We've surpassed 27,500, so let's hope that your prediction comes true. It's going to have to do it soon. Faking out into Covert Cloak Tornadus. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame, Jack. But hey, you've got to make those big plays sometimes. And one day, a big play like that is going to come through for you. So still no shiny for you, Ronnie. Keep on going. So then, the Gen 6 plushie I'm looking forward to. So, I love Gumi, I love Skrelp and Dragalge, and I love Amaura or Rorus. I take some time looking at the various Vivillon patterns as well. Just, yeah, amazing options there. I love the icy ones in particular. I just think they look really, really smart. And I love the ice type, of course. Of course, yeah, you've got the Megas as well. I wonder when the Mega evolutions are coming in plush. I'm surprised, actually, that we haven't heard more about those with the Gen 6 sitting cuties, but they've got to be coming. In fact, I'll tell you what they'll do, Damien. I'm sure they'll release the Mega Evolution sitting cuties with Pokemon Legends ZA. All ties in quite well the timing there, actually, doesn't it? With the Gen 6 sitting cuties coming out soon in preparation for that, and then I'm sure that come the release of that game, we'll be getting some Mega Evolution sitting cuties. I have no idea, of course, but that would make sense. That'll make sense. We'll have to see. And of course, there'll be new Mega Evolutions there as well, so that's going to be a big day for the Pokemon community. No, that doesn't really make sense. That's a good point, but you know, opponent might have switched, or who knows? Who knows? Only in Japan. Well, yeah, I've no doubt, Damien, it's a matter of time before they come over to the rest of the world as well. Mega Spinder, that'll be amazing. I really want a shiny hunt Spinder at some point in Generation 3 because, of course, the patterns are pretty much unique every time. There are so many potential patterns that Spinder can have. So to have a shiny Spinder that is pretty much guaranteed to be unique to you, I just think that's a really cool idea. I think there's somewhere in the community they organise Spinder Week where they try and shiny hunt Spinder. Knowing me, it would become Spinder Month because my shiny luck has been atrocious, but it would still be really fun to take part in. Speaking of that, maybe we haven't found a shiny because I haven't been using my binoculars enough. Let me see. Let me see what we can see here. Just get some encounters going on the games. Any shinies? No, not yet. Oh no, no. Got some regular encounters through the binoculars, but no shinies yet. Over 1 billion different spots. Exactly, Damien. Exactly. So cool, Spinder. Favourite bad players. Faking out with Psychic Terrain. Ah, yes. Knowing it was up. Telling yourself not to fake out, but doing it anyway because you immediately forgot. That's so funny. That's so funny. It's like in Belgium when I was competing in the Premier Challenge. So the vlog of my casting with Ben in Belgium is already up. That we did for Simon van der Bucht. Enjoy that on the channel. You can find it on my channel. Had a lot of fun editing that and choosing the right music for things. And yeah, that's hope you enjoy that video. But also competed in the Premier Challenge, me and Ben. And there was a game that basically was mine to win. Immediately. And one turn plays out. In fact, the very first turn plays out. And I noticed that my combo is not terrestrializing. Which I had intended to do, and then I realised that I just forgot to press the terrestrialization button. Yep. Happens to the best of us, but I then proceeded to lose that set, which was so frustrating. Because it could have been a pretty easy win, to be honest. Yeah, sometimes a turn plays out and you realise you forgot, just like you're saying there, Luke, with the Psychic Terrain being up. Spend a year. Yeah, maybe, Jack, the way this is going. Wear the binoculars around my neck. So I can, Ronnie. Two things. I don't want it to sort of pull my... I don't want to sort of have to be counteracting that by lifting my neck up and give myself neck pain. And also I don't want the binoculars to knock into the camera that I've got here filming the Game Boys and DS's. But I'll give it a go. We'll see what we can do. Alright, got the binoculars around my neck. Let's see if they make a difference. Plan already to beat 7-star Dondozo. Nice, Damien. Do enlighten us as to what that would be. And which of those, I asked this earlier, which of those Terror Raid / Outbreak events are you most looking forward to? You've been there, Luke. Yeah. Forgetting to terrestrialize. Crazy. Collects fake out into Clover Cloak Mons quite a bit, including at regionals. Also, try to use Spore and Electric Terrain. Listen, we can't blame ourselves too much for these things. So much going on in any given Pokemon battle. Exactly, mistakes happen. You're really hoping you can make a day 2 in the 2025 season. That's your goal. Yeah, well, good goal to have, Sean. Wishing you all the best with that. Hope you can too. Let's. It's good to put in your hopes for the next season, for the next year. Good to start thinking about them now, so you can work towards that goal. And, set yourself realistic expectations. And qualify for Worlds. Well, yeah, good luck with that as well, Sean. Sure you can. That's your plan as well, Jack? Well, best of luck to both of you. And anyone else who's going for that goal. Sean to win every regional and national world. Yep, could happen. Same face on that graphic 9 or so times. Well, more than that with the internationals. Poltergeist to swap abilities, so I get unaware and Dondozo gets weak armor. That's cool. Very nice, Damien. Very nice. I'm sure that Lee will have ideas for how to counter that Dondozo as well. I really love the 7-star Terror Raid events. They're genuinely difficult, and I love how creative people have to be to try and counter them. Especially before, we had some of those first partner Pokemon in the Blueberry Academy. And the only chance to get them in-game was through those, really, without transferring through home, was through those Terror Raid events. At least the only chance to get them with the Mightiest Mark. If you ever get top cut, you don't know what post for the picture. Oh yeah, that's important. That's important. Think about that in advance. I don't know, have you got any plushies that would be good for that, Sean? Or have you, you just got to have as much fun with it as you possibly can, I think. You could even have your back turned, look over your shoulder. That could be fun. I love how that's its own metagame that's been developing this past season. Half you, the other Sean. Well then, yeah. If you want that to happen, Jack, you've both just got to keep training away. Win those events. But of course, set yourself realistic expectations and goals. That's very important. Very important. To aim for those goals in a sustainable way. And a realistic way, so you don't get too disappointed. Spin around and do Leon's pose. That's fun, Damien, yeah. Pokeball plush, see if they let you hold it. Ash called a Pokemon pose. Yeah, that's fun, Jack. Yeah. Yeah, so much potential with that. I don't think you'll look like a madman. If you feel like you're looking like a madman, then you will. That's just a rule. You've got to have confidence. Something that we talked about at drama school quite a lot. You just believe. And then the audience believes with you. No one will believe if you don't. Which is also a good motto for life. Z electric pose, yeah. All sorts of Z move poses you could do. That's a really good point. All 4 Ogerpon placed 2 on your shoulder, 1 in your head, the other in your hands. Yeah, you could do that, Jack. I think that would go a long way. It's just doing something different with it that would be a lot of fun. Just Shine Dratini, yeah. Loving these slightly passive-aggressive updates coming out from Damien on the Dratini hunt. Make day 2 or be on stream at once and meet Charlie in real life. Yay! Really hope that happens, Ronnie. Really hope that happens. It'll be so good to meet you. And everyone else who's here in the stream. Any events you're attending, do let me know. I'd love to see you. Love to see you there. Love to meet in person. Get the Chazingdra community together in real life. That'd be great. Yeah, Sean. This is something we've talked about before, isn't it? Would love to meet you in real life too. As many of you as I can. I feel very lucky. Worth reminding everyone. I feel very lucky to be part of such a wonderful community. So thank you everyone for your friendliness and your openness and for being so welcoming always. Feel very lucky indeed to have you all. Another chance. We're finding a lot of chances tonight. Could it be the shiny 1% chancey in Leaf Green? I think it's 1% and then Pinsir is 4%. I think that's how they balance. Cristiano and Ronaldo gold pose. Terra Orb plush. That's cool. That's fun. I don't know if there is a Terra Orb plush, but there should be. That'd be cool. Damn, going all in on the Pokemon lingo there. Terra, your Dynamax Mega Kangaskhan with Z Breakneck Blitz. Love it. Love that that's an entirely different language for anyone who's not so familiar with Pokemon, Damien. Make sure you want the cast to be the amazing Charlie and Lee combination. No, that's very sweet of you, Jack. Always love casting with Lee. Always great fun. I love casting with all the rest of the team. It's such a lovely bunch. Lille Regionals, the others are so far. Yeah, fair enough. Take each one as it comes, Ronnie. Versus Wolf and you want to win. Well, who doesn't, Jack? Who doesn't? Don't know if it'll happen, but it could. It could. And either way, fighting going up against Wolf in a Pokemon battle would be an incredible experience, just whatever happens, and you'd learn so much, I'm sure. You met Lee at EUIC, you did a cool back-to-back arms crossbows. That's fun. That's fun, Sean. But I'm disappointed that we didn't get to meet at EUIC. Must have just missed each other. Shame. Oh, Sean wants to play Wolfie as well. Yeah, well. Sure you'll have your time. If you're going to these internationals, I have no doubt. Or maybe he'll pop over a random EU regional at some point. Who knows? Could happen. Joe Ugarte did for Liverpool in January. So strange to think that Liverpool was half a year ago. Half a year ago, are you kidding? This year. Every year just seems to get faster, but yeah, this year is absolutely crazy. You did meet me and Lee at EUIC. Yes, I remember meeting you distinctly, Jack. I'm going to take these binoculars off now. They are sort of weighing down my neck, unfortunately. But they're right here with me, providing the luck. Let us hope. You were planning to attend Lille as well, Sean? Nice. Great that everyone's been planning out their regional seasons, or their competitive Pokemon seasons already. Well, doing... Yeah, exactly. That's right, Damien. We did meet at Worlds 2022. It was great. And then I remember we missed each other at EUIC 2023, unfortunately, Damien. But hopefully we get to see each other in person again soon. Random encounter. Will it be a random shiny? Yeah. Yeah. Hope that you guys all do get to meet. And yeah, Sean, such a shame that we missed each other at UIC. Alright, we're back in the Kangaskhan tourist area of the Kanto Safari Zone. Gotta say, Jake, I think it was Jake who said this. If we're finding a shiny Kangaskhan in the second hour, it's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. It has to happen in the next 15 minutes, or that call 2 will have been disproved. So, let's find out. Friend Joe Russell came above Wolf in the EUIC standings, finishing 12th. That's very cool. Very cool, Sean. What a result. 12th at EUIC, that is such an achievement. I hope that your friend was very pleased with that. Started VGC in October, oh my goodness. That's incredible. And you started in October as well, Sean. Well. Fantastic to see you doing so well already, Sean. Seriously. Hope you're feeling very pleased about that. You missed Wolf at EUIC. Unfortunate this time you're meeting him and hopefully facing him. Yeah, well. Time will tell. Time will tell. And again, you never know which events they're going to attend. We had Joe and Sierra and Rosemary at Liverpool back in January. So, yeah. These content creators, sometimes they do just hop across. Or, you know, content creators or otherwise. We've had various players from abroad, from outside EU, competing at EU events this season, which has been so exciting. Wolf looked very confused at Worlds in London, Damien, did he? I think I saw him from afar as well. First time I met Wolf, actually, was when I interviewed him at EUIC this year, which was a great pleasure. Great to talk to Wolf. And he was one of two people to choose Squirtle as their Kanto first partner Pokemon. Can't believe how few people chose it. I thought Squirtle would be far more popular. Of course, Charmander was the most popular, but yeah. What I have found is that perhaps Squirtle chooses a more loyal to that first partner than The people who choose Squirtle have a real fervent love. Maybe that's the same for Bulbasaur or Charmander, but it's just something I've noticed. Especially on the podcast too. Yeah, something I've always interesting question to ask and always something to keep an eye on. Dortmund, Lille, and Gdansk, and EUIC. Good. Wow, we've really got everything planned out, Jack. Good luck for all those events. Exactly. I better hurry, Jake. Yeah, feeling the pressure. Well, oh wait, hang on a sec. It's a good thing you said that because I am currently going to the wrong area of the Leaf Green Safari Zone, which is a shame. Meant to be in the Pincer and Chansey area, which is literally where we start. So, good. Just wasting some steps. Alright. Random encounter. Pincer. Shiny Pincer would be amazing. Okay. And White Flute. And we're back. No worries, Sean. I'm sure Joe doesn't shut up about EUIC. That's an amazing, amazing result. Realistic goal is to make top 1, 2, 8 at one event this season. Nice. Nice, Jack. I think that's a really good level of goal to aim for right now. Poor Squirtle, exactly. Yeah, I'd have picked Squirtle as well because that was my first partner Pokemon Squirtle. In Pokemon Blue. Oh yeah, Stefan Mott wanted to change to Squirtle after learning that Squirtle was doing so poorly in those rankings, but no, had to take his first answer. I was very strict about that. It's got to be going with your gut. So your friend Sean would have been on stream with Reggie Drago, but it wasn't meant to be. He wanted to be on stream. Nice. Reggie Drago as well. I think that's such, especially in Scarlet and Violet, it's got a lot of potential. Reggie Drago, I'm a huge fan. I've got the Reggie Drago doll, Pokemon doll. Such a great size and shape. But Dragon Energy, so oppressive. Do you remember what the rest of that Reggie Drago team was, Sean? It's Pokemon I often go to when team building. Mainly because I like hitting fast and hitting hard. The team I ran in Belgium for the Premier Challenge was a very stally team, actually, which was useful to get my head around. And I came third in the Premier Challenge with it, so very pleased with that. And it's good to go for teams that aren't necessarily your go-to playstyle. You learn a lot. And it's good to be as flexible a player as you possibly can be. Next EUIC will be Johto first partner as well. We'll have to see what decisions are made for the next EUIC, but I don't know. Could mix it up. Of course, it doesn't have to be an international championship. It could be any event. But yeah, I always have my my eye out for interesting questions to ask the players. Justin Karras took inspiration from Joe's run. Use the team to get third at the next regional in the US. I think because Justin Karras made a video potentially about that. So did your friend get a shout out there? That's so cool though. Imagine being reached out to by Justin Karras in your first year of playing VGC. Because such a veteran player has been inspired by your team. How exciting. Yes, I thought so, Sean. I thought that Joe was mentioned in that video. Yeah, that's so cool. Oakmon, Hearthflame, Iron Crown, Indeed, Tornadus, Urshifu, Raptor. Yes, this is all coming together now because I remember that team that Justin Karras ran. That's amazing. Wow. Every day's a school day. I'm learning all about your friend and how it was the first season of competing and coming 12th at UIC. Amazing. Yes, good counter to Raging Bolt balanced teams. And you couldn't agree more with specifically the Regidrago shout out there, Sean. Is that what that was? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. Funny story how they got in touch. Well, please. I'm all ears. Would love to know. And now I've caught up on the chat, everyone. Okay, I've got 2 questions that are queued up for you all here. Number 1 is, what's your favourite Ogerpon mask in terms of design? You mentioned way before, Jack, about the terrestrialized Ogerpon with the teal mask being, you think, really cool. And it's definitely really cool. But what's everyone's favourite Ogerpon mask, including terrestrialization? For me, it's got to be Cornerstone. I'm showing a lot of love for Terra Rock today. But yeah, the Cornerstone mask, I think, it's just, I think it's the coolest design. I love its colour, that granite grey almost. So cool, the sort of the way the hair flows behind it when the rock one terrestrializes. They all have the flowing hair when they terrestrialize, but yeah, I just think the rock is speaks to me for some reason. How about you guys? Favourite Ogerpon mask? Teams that don't feel familiar to improve. Yes, I see, Sean. Yes, very important. Part of improvement, because ultimately you want to be able to run any kind of team, because then it gives you a better insight into what your opponent might be thinking, no matter what playstyle they're going for that team. Wellspring. I did ask that before, Ronnie, but because Jack brought it up earlier, and because we always have new people in the stream, I think it's worth asking. Hearthflame for you, Sean. Hearthflame for you, Damien. Wellspring for you, Jack. Really cool design, special defense. Oh yeah, definitely a good stat. I'm talking more just pure aesthetically. Favorite mask, but yes. Your Ogerpon plush would agree. Of course it would. Damien. Teal mask is only your favourite Terra mask because it's iconic. Yeah, it is iconic. Absolutely. It is the teal mask. Literally had a DLC named after it. So, you commented on Justin Karras' tweet about the team, messaged him about Joe, where his inspiration came from. That apparently reminded him it was indeed Joe's team. Ah, cool. So you reminded him who to get in touch with, essentially, or showed him who he should be getting in touch with to talk about that team. Love that. And teal for you, Sabrina. Nice. With the green heart there too. So yeah, we've got representatives for all of them there. I'm the only one repping the Cornerstone though. Okay. Next question. Coming off the back of that EUIC chat from this year. It's got to be done. Bulbasaur, Charmander or Squirtle, everybody? Yep, chuck it in the chat. I know it's a massive choice. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. For me, as I said before, it's got to be Squirtle. My first partner from Pokémon Blue. And of course, Blastoise is the mascot of Pokémon Blue. And yes, that is how it works, Sean. Amazing. Amazing that you facilitated that contact between Justin Karras and your friend Joe. So I hope that feels good. Hope you feel like you had as much a hand in Justin Karras's... Yeah, I think it was pretty successful at that regional. As Joe did. Because you were instrumental in that. Very cool. Charmander for you, Sean. Squirtle for you, Ronnie. Squirtle for you, Jack. Pikachu for you, Damien. Very clever, very clever. But if you were to choose Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, which one would it be? No questions asked. Fair enough. Blastoise. You love Blastoise, Jack. You were letting got the electric mouse. Yes. Doing an Ash Ketchum. Bulbasaur for you, Sabrina. Show some love. Yeah. Well, don't you worry. At EUIC, Bulbasaur was shown so much love. It did come second, but still performed much better than Squirtle did. Nice quick responses there, everyone. Why don't we do this for all the generations? Incidentally, only 3 minutes left, Jake, for finding a shiny Kangaskhan in the second hour of the stream. It could happen. Let's do it with all the generations. Again, we might have done this before, but with everyone here who's new. And by the way, if you're enjoying the stream, do drop a like, do subscribe to the channel. It would be a pleasure to see you on future streams. And all of these things are so important when content creating in terms of future opportunities and all sorts of things. So it would mean a huge amount if you're enjoying to drop a like and a subscribe. And if you're not enjoying it, then I mean, it'd be great if you could do that anyway, but obviously no pressure. No pressure either way. Various things linked below. My X, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Discord community, Chazindra's Chocolate Factory. It'd be a pleasure to see any of you there. You've got a little introduce yourself section there so we can all get to know each other better. Share shinies, share competitive things, share trivia to do with Pokemon that we come across. All sorts. It's for fans of every aspect of the game. Just like my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, where we get to know people in the Pokemon community and the 6 Pokemon on their dream team. On Wednesday, which is when the episodes drop this week, it'll be Freya Pierce, who's trading card game caster, also a member of the Discord community. I had a really inspiring chat with her, so I hope you're looking forward to listening to that. I've been really enjoying doing the edit. Vlogs also on my channel, along with the Chazingdra Chats episodes, and the vlogs are of the events that I've casted. There are only a couple of them up there now, but I've got my Bologna vlog coming out soon. That's a lot of fun going back through the footage for that. And various other vlogs will be coming up in the future. Challenge runs, Dream Team quests. Of course, we've got the shiny hunting streams going on there as well. So much. It'd be a pleasure to see you all at any of those, on any of the socials, in the Discord community. I've also got my Patreon link below where you can support me as a creator. Any support shown there, I mean, I hugely appreciate it, but fundamentally I just really appreciate you all being here and watching the stream tonight, so thank you so much. Yeah, the Patreon ensures that I can continue to do stuff like this for you all, so if you're in a position to, then hugely appreciate it, but again, no problem either way. Exciting time. I'm just sort of starting out, or I started out in mid-April, so I'm approaching the 3-month mark, and I'm really pleased with what I've achieved in that time as a content creator. So any support you can give, either be it in views or on Patreon or what have you, hugely appreciated. I am also, of course, a caster for the competitive video game scene for Pokemon. Always love going to those events. But right now, we're in the Safari Zone for Safari Week, which ended 2 weeks ago. But we still don't have a shiny, we're going until we get one. So, thank you all for hanging out with me. So I enjoy the competitive, more intense pursuits that Pokemon offers, as well as the more chill ones like shiny hunting. So, if you're a fan of everything that the Pokemon video games has to offer, then my channel is for you. And incidentally, thinking I'll probably stream tomorrow as well, just so we're all aware. 8 PM probably again. I'll keep you posted on that front, but that's currently my plan. So yeah, hope to see you all tomorrow as well. 8 PM on this very channel. 8 PM UK time, I should say. So yeah, again, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Now, time to catch up on some messages in the chat, as well as hydrate. Sat next to Joe Sean when he won his win and in as you lost yours. Well, amazing. That must have been so exciting for Joe. Disappointed for you, of course, Sean, but I'm sure you were very proud of your friend indeed. Winning the winning in. At EUIC, amazing. Squirrel did win this time, Jack. Very interesting, isn't it? Far cry from what happened at EUIC. You like the Charizard Mega Evolutions, Damien? Do you prefer X or Y for Mega Charizard? What type would I be, and what would be my hidden power? Wow. That's a deep question, isn't it? So, this is a question we asked before, and well, my latest sort of theory on this is, I think I would be Water Dragon, actually, like my favourite Kingdra, and I think that's possibly why it speaks to me so much. Definitely in touch with my sensitive side, which is the water. But then, in terms of the dragon, if I want to do something, I just go out there and get it. So that's where the dragon comes from. And in terms of my hidden power, which of course is dependent on... Jay, you're going to be back in a bit, no worries, see you soon. And we did not get Shiny Kangaskhan in time. Gutted. But I appreciate the positivity that you showed with that call there, Jake. In terms of hidden power... That's a really interesting question when it comes to actual people and their personalities, isn't it? So would it be the type you feel like you don't give out to the world? Would it be the type you'd most want to give out to the world? Ooh, it's deep. Deep question there, Damien. I have to think about that. You do hear Blastoise love, Luke. Yes. That's right. You're in the right place. That's a really good question though, Damien. Something that we should all ask each other. Probably more Charizard Y for you, Damien. Understandable. I believe Charizard Y had a better time in VG at that time as well, but to be confirmed. Once I get a winning in at Dortmund, would love to make your first EU Regional Day too. Yeah, well, put that practice in and you may well do, Jack. You're certainly going the right way about it, going to locals that you can attend, and you've got the right mindset for it, it seems to me, so. Hope that keeps up for you, Jack. The only random in your Dynamax adventure is called Freya. Wow! Incredible, Ronnie. Based on what we were talking about earlier. And my Chazingdra chat's guest this week being Freya. I wonder if it's Freya Pierce. I wonder if it is my guest this week. How funny would that be? Wow. Coincidence. Went in CEX today and £85 Platinum, and so Platinum and White 2 no longer there. Wow. Someone's treated themselves to some classic Pokemon, haven't they? Very exciting. Oh, I love going into a CEX. It can be quite dangerous, can't it? So many cool things on offer, but nice that you've got one near you, Damien. I do not have one near me, I don't think. CEX, for anyone who's unfamiliar, is sort of where you can get old, refurbished video games in the UK. It seems like CEX is a fairly new chain of stores, but I might be very wrong about that. It's just I've only heard about it probably since lockdown. Don't know. Anyone know how long CEX has been around? Interesting. Okay, so Pokemon Black there as well. Wow. Oh wow. Box Leaf Green. Can you imagine? Incredible. Wow. Interesting stats there, Luke. Oh, I see. The Freya is the NPC. Well, it won't be Freya Pierce, but still amazing that you have a Freya in your Dynamax adventure. What's the fan edition, Damien? I'm not aware of that. And nice purchase. Granger Games shut down. I've not heard of Granger Games either, Jack, actually. Oh, Computer Exchange. I see, Lou. Oh, right. So they've actually been around for much longer. I haven't realised that, but also I've never heard of Computer Exchange. Clearly they've... And it would make sense, actually, that over lockdown they would have a real surge in interest. People were at home reconnecting with old video games. So 1992. Thank you for looking that up, Lou. Wow. Okay. Good statistic, though. Yeah, seems like it was a bit longer than the Granger Games shout-out that you gave there, Jack. Alright, everyone. 10 more encounters, and then we've done 28,000. So, Ronnie, if we're getting a shiny before 28,000, it's happening in the next 10. Who knows? Oops. Sorry, Ogapon. Yeah, speaking of that teal masky Ogapon, we've got one right here in card form. That's clever, Damien, yeah. Pre-owned is massive for, especially, of course, Pokemon games. So many game stores themselves are... the high street stores are closing, I feel like. It's all moving online, which is a real shame. Because, like, you had distributions for shiny Pokemon. I remember going to a game for that Shinization distribution because I had Pokemon Shield. When they ran that in Generation 8. Actually, I haven't seen so many of those in-person distributions since closure, so... Yeah, very sad, very sad. I hope there's some kind of bricks and mortar game shop. Nice, Jack. Great that you have that connection to Game Station, Luke. Electronics Boutique. I don't remember that, Luke. I don't. Alright, so, mentioned this before, but we asked about the Kanto first partners before. Now it's time to ask, which is your first partner of choice from Generation 2? Chikorita, Cyndaquil, or Totodile? It is Totodile for me. That's the one I chose first. And then a few weeks ago, randomly, for resetting for any shiny first partner on Heart Gold, Totodile was the one I got, so over the moon with that. Oops. Um, Totodile for you, Damien. Chikorita for you, Ronnie. Totodile, Jack. Totodile, Luke. Okay. Lots of Totodile love coming out then. Hang on for Cyndaquil. Ronnie, you've just got a shiny Cyndaquil on Heart Gold. I do think Cyndaquil is... I've got a developing love for, I've got to say. It's funny how our relationships and liking certain Pokemon sort of a sliding scale over time. Because Cyndaquil, I'm pretty fond of these days. As well as Chikorita. Partly because it's so hard to have Chikorita as a starter in Generation 2. Its matchup into the gym leaders is really not great, gotta say. And I like that challenge, using Chikorita in Generation 2, all the remakes. You have Shiny, Totodile and Silver. That's cool, Damien. That's cool. Totodile should be the first member of my Dream Team quest that I'll be going for when I do my Pokemon Silver Dream Team quest. Totodile for you as well, Sam. Wow, okay, yeah. Real landslide victory for Totodile there. Doing our own general election here in the chat. Okay, great. You know what's next? Generation 3. Trico, Torchic, or Mudkip. Now for me, going away from the water this time, is Trico. That was the first one I chose. I do think Mudkip is incredibly cute, but yeah. Trico for me. I have shiny Trico in Sapphire as well, because I did a Sapphire Dream Team quest. It was a lot of fun. I had shiny Sceptile, Exploud, Seviper, Beautifly, Banette, and Gorobis. Kangaskhan, not shiny. And shiny, I really like turquoise shinies, and that's one I always forget actually, Trico and Sceptile. Love that. Yeah, how about others for Generation 3? Torchic for you, Ronnie. Cool. Trico for you as well, Jack. Window open. The cast of Bug's Life coming to your room. Hey, well! Welcome to the cast of A Bug's Life. So good to get the whole cast back together again. So many years after, probably 25-ish years after A Bug's Life was released. Great to have that reunion. Torchic for you, Sabrina. Trico for you as well, Sam. No one's gone for Mudkip yet. Any votes for Mudkip here? That's 98, yeah, so 26-ish years for Bug's Life. I remember seeing A Bug's Life in the cinema when I was a child. Amazing to think about. No one's going for Mudkip here. Fairly even though between Torchic and Trico. Interesting. Thought we'd have more for Mudkip. Alright, fine. Generation 4. Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup. Is Piplup for me. That was my first Generation 4 first partner Pokemon. Also because Water Steel. What a combination that is. So cool. But growing love for Turtwig, I've got to say. And I really like Infernape. I like Infernape more than I like Chimchar, I think. But, yeah, I've got to rep my original boy, Piplup. Piplup, 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 Piplup. So, Mudkip there. A vote for Mudkip from you, Damien. Interesting. So, everyone's going Piplup. Anyone for Turtwig or Chimchar? I mean, Luke, you were shiny hunting the Chimchar, but I realised that was for Lee. Turtwig, all names Terry. All named Terry. So what, the entire Turtwig line nicknamed Terry? That's very cute. Torterra. Terry the Torterra. Very appropriate. Very cute. Chimchar for you, Sam, because you got the shiny and 10 resets. Wow. That's incredible. You must have been... Give us a little snapshot, Sam, as to how you were feeling when you got that shiny Chimchar and 10 resets. And was that on the original Gen 4 or was that on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? 10 resets. Incredible. Incredible. Terry Crews, Damien. Yeah, the Terry Crew of the Turtwig line. I really don't associate Terry Crews with the Turtwig line, but it's a fun association nonetheless. You got on the EUIC stream with your son and partner. He was holding a Piplup plush. Oh, wow! Luke, I had no idea you were on the EUIC stream. Do you have a timestamp or anything? Would love to see that. I had no idea. Very nice. Very nice. Also, Luke, I do remember, you know, a couple of years ago now, when we would be conversing on, well, back then, Twitter, liking each other's posts. We were talking about Golden Sun, if I remember correctly. So I'm very pleased that we've been able to reconnect through the streams and through the Discord community, Luke. Very pleased that we found each other again. Son is now known as Piplup Boy. Well, very cute Pokemon to be associated with. And Piplup Boy is a cute name. Cute nickname. I'm assuming you didn't call your son Piplup Boy, but, you know. Be a great name either way. I remember that too. Luke, yeah. Or at least, yeah. Very pleased that we could reconnect, Luke. Yeah, and very much appreciate you supporting so many of the streams. Same goes for all of you. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. You really do make the encounters fly by. Can't believe I've already been streaming for 2 hours. Thank you for the timestamp there as well, Luke. 32, 10, 32. Wow, very specific. Cool. I'll keep my eye out for that. Brilliant Diamond, Sam, that you got your shiny Chimchar. That is a blessing, because those resets on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl or any Switch game, they take a long time. So very good. Wasn't really going to seriously hunt for it. Thought we'd have a quick try, and there we go. Oh my goodness, you must have been over the moon. That is incredible. Because I similar to you, I thought, yeah, well, starting Shining Pearl, I will shiny hunt for my Piplup. We'll see how far we get. If I just want to stop and start the game, then I will. And I didn't get the shiny. I did get a shiny Starly, though. I keep forgetting that, but I got the shiny uncatchable Starly. But not the shiny Piplup. Could so easily have been the other way around. But, yeah. Then it came a point where it was like the game had been out for a week and I hadn't started it. Maybe it was just that weekend, actually, and I thought, you know what, this is silly. I just want to enjoy playing the game. So I started. I'm very pleased I did. I really enjoyed Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Love the nostalgia trip. And the art style and the, you know, especially something like Eterna Forest in the evening light. Absolutely beautiful. Ronnie went back to check out the stream. Very cool. Well, still, getting that Chimchar in 10 minutes, Sam. Amazing. I seem to remember the resets, because you've got to watch that cutscene as well, being like, 90 seconds? Minute and a half-ish, I feel like. Amazing. You're on Shining Pearl doing the Dratini hunt, Damien. I really want to dive back into Shining Pearl, which I will if I do a Ledian run-through challenge. But again, all the future quests and things are on hold until we find a shiny in the Safari Zone. And this is crazy. This is crazy, everyone, isn't it? This is crazy. We're approaching 30,000 encounters. And no shinies. Safari Week ended 2 weeks ago. Oh my goodness. Even wearing my khaki safari shirt. But alas. Alright everyone. Time for Generation 5. So. Snivy, Tepig, or Oshawott. Now, this is an interesting one for me, because the one I first chose when I played through White was Oshawott. I'm going to say Snivy, though. I have since had a real growing love for Snivy. I think it's such a cool line. Serpera also with Commentary, but mainly... yeah, I just think it's a really cool design. Love the regality of the Snivy line as well. Oshawott for you, Jack. Oshawott for you, Damien. Jack, notice you going a lot for the water first partners here. People, let's go to the Safari Zone and bring Charlie luck. Well, as you can see, I'm in 3 at once. Parallel universe hopping, Ronnie. But I appreciate that thought. Thank you for that thought, Ronnie, of bringing me luck in the Safari Zone. But yes, if you want to stop by the Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn Safari Zones, would love to see you all. Kind of you, Sam, to wish Damien luck for the Dratini. Tepig for you, Sam. Snivy first partner, but Oshawott is your favourite. Interesting, interesting. That's an interesting distinction there, Ronnie. What do you mean by that? Why is it not just Oshawott generally if that's your favourite? Oshawott for you too, Sabrina. The main thing I remember from the Snivy line is Jamie Boyd hitting his own Pokemon with Leaf Storm. That's true, yeah. I believe that was in Stockholm. Trying to get that commentary boost. In case the opponent protects. You can guarantee it. Thank you for sending me the fresh shiny luck, Sabrina. Appreciate it. Let's see if that fresh shiny luck is what we need here. Very kind of you. Oshawott for you too, Luke. And for all hunts, Sabrina, yes. Lots of hunting going on alongside the stream. And for future streams, so thank you. You love Duot. Has been your favourite for a while. Ooh. Duot, you mean your favourite of that line, Ronnie? Duot is a very cool Pokemon. Great shiny as well. All of them. Yeah, great shinies. Damien. You've stopped hunting for today, Ronnie. Fair enough. Well, a good effort. As we rake 28,200 encounters. Fair enough. You have had plenty of shiny luck in the stream, Ronnie, previously, so they can't all be like that, I suppose. More Duot love. You have the whole Oshawott line as plush, excluding Isui and Samurott. Fair enough. Great to represent a whole line in plush form. You can see that's what I'm doing here with Horsey, Seadra, and Kingdra. They're called Sleed, Dugganon, and Renota. That's what I've named them. Hello, Lance. How you doing? Renota's actually female outside of my Kingdra plush. You know what? Maybe it's time, after we check these encounters, to make a wish with Liju, my Jirachi, up here. Liju, please bless us with a shiny in the last half hour of stream. There we go. It's in Li Zhu's hands now. Oh, that's interesting, Jet, that you wish Samurott stayed bipedal, because the majority of times you see players wishing that quadrupedal Pokemon stayed that way. Like Litten and Sprigatito. Interesting role reversal there. Have a full Togepi line as well, Ronnie. Well, that makes total sense. Total sense. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, you're very welcome here. Newcomers and familiars alike. Everyone's welcome in the Chazingdra community. We still don't have a shiny, and we're approaching 30,000 encounters. Oh my goodness. And we're talking about our chosen first partners from each of the generations. And we have reached Generation 6. So, what are your preferred Kalos first partners, everyone? Chespin, Fennekin, or Froakie? It's Fennekin for me. Easy. I love foxes. I love the colour scheme of Fennekin. The shiny is amazing. Obviously, they all have something going for them, but yeah, it's Fennekin for me. I don't normally go for fire, so yeah, another sign that it's special. Chessman for you, Ronnie. One seeing a quadruped fire starter for ages. Yeah, I know what you mean. Fuecoco, the Fuecoco line is so cool. Skeleturge, Fire, Ghost. Love the design as well. Yeah. Froakie for you, Damien. You don't need to say it, Jack, but Froakie, there it is. Thank you for chucking in chat anyway. Fennekin for you, Sabrina. Yeah, Wizard Fox. Delphox. Also, what a name for a Pokemon, Delphox. After the Oracle at Delphi in ancient times. I studied classics at university, ancient history, classical civilization, Latin, ancient Greek, all of that. And combined Delphi and Fox. Such a cool name. And Froakie for you, Jake. Froakie for you, Sam. That's pretty even. Probably more Froakies on balance. Yeah. Very cool. Still running into these shinies. Will one of... still running into these chances. I mean, we're definitely not running into shinies. But will one of the chances be shiny? The more we run into, the more likely it is. Alright, everyone, we've reached Generation 7. Let's do it. Rowlet. Or Litten. Or Popplio. So, my love for Popplio has increased ever since. My girlfriend made me this little Popplio figure out of polymer clay. So cute. Along with a bunch of other models that I have shown on stream before. But for anyone who wasn't in chat, then I can show them again. But what would it be for me? I think it's Rowlet for me. I did choose Rowlet in Pokemon Legends Arceus as well. Very sweet, round owlet. Big fan of owls. Popplio for you, Ronnie. Rowlet for you, Sabrina. Jezone is tough for you, Jack. Probably Litten. Torracat is a very cool Pokemon. So that's one for each of them there. Cool. Rowlet for you, Damien, and Listen for you, Sam. Okay. So maybe just edging Rowlet there, given I'm going for Rowlet as well. Interesting. Interesting. I think for VG players, this question is really is a tough one, because Incineroar is so prevalent in VG that sometimes it's hard to disconnect that from your initial likings towards the Pokemon before you even knew what they were going to evolve into. Rowlet is very cute. Yeah, so smart as well with its leafy bow tie. And yeah, looking back at you, 360-degree neck. Would have been very cool to have found a shiny on that encounter, because A, it just would have been cool, and it's been a long time, but look at that, 28282. Oh, that palindromic number there. That would have been neat. Amy Wosley, when I had her on the podcast, she was showing big love for Rowlet. And it's easy to see why. That was episode 8 of the podcast, I believe, if you want to go and check it out. All on my channel. All of the episodes and my vlogs. Event vlogs that I cast and so on. The Bologna vlog hopefully coming out soon. Been working on that this past weekend. For the Bologna special event that happened at the start of June. Our last EU event of the season. Was such a privilege to be able to cast that one for the last one of the season. Gen 7 has the strongest group for you, Jack. Wow. Wow. Big claim, big claim. But you're right, yeah, no, they're all very strong. In multiple senses of the word strong. We've broken 28,300, everyone. I should go on the Hidden Power podcast. Remind me what that's about, Damien. I've heard of it. I might have listened to a bit of an episode at some point, but remind me what the Hidden Power podcast is all about, Damien. So. Well, hey, hello, Linnaeus. Very good to see you. Thanks so much for hopping back into the stream. If anyone's unfamiliar, hello, Linnaeus shared their own 6 Dream Team Pokemon after listening to my episode with Matt Absolblogs Pokemon, the host of Safari Week. Still, by far, my most popular video on my channel. 1.2k views and climbing, which is, yeah, very exciting, and I'm thrilled that people connected with that episode because it was a pleasure to talk to Matt. That's how Alolan Ace came into the stream first. I'm very well, Alolan Ace. How are you doing? We're still going in the Safari Zone, as you can see, because we still don't have a single shiny. We're approaching 30,000 encounters. How about you? Are you still doing Safari Zone hunting? Have you moved on? Or what are you doing alongside the stream tonight? And if you haven't hopped into the Discord community yet, Chazingra's Chocolate Factory Alolan Ace, then please do. It is linked in the stream description. But, so good to see you here again. Talk about all sorts. Nice. That sounds like my kind of podcast then. I do like the breadth of what Pokemon has to offer. You're going to head out, Ronnie? Fair enough. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you sleep very well. Yes, it must be pretty late where you are. Like 11:30 at night. So have a good one, Ronnie. Thanks so much for being here. Always a pleasure to see you. Sleep well. Have a very merry rest of your day. Right, time to plug in my silver Game Boy. There we go. Yeah, Pokémon cast on their recent podcast. Interesting. So you're doing good. Hello, nice. Very pleased to hear you got 2 shinies during Safari Week, then got to 12,500, so you didn't want to hunt in the Safari Zone anymore. Fair enough. You're now hunting for Scatterbug in Gen 7 via Island Scan. Cool. Good hunt, Alola Nice. Good hunt. And good luck for that hunt. What were your 2 shinies in the Safari Zone? I'm so jealous. I still have 0 shinies here. Yeah, what were your 2 shinies from the Safari Zone? Hello, Nice. We've been talking about our favourite first partners from each generation, and we've reached Generation 8. So, here we go. Grookey, School Bunny, or Sobble? Grookey, School Bunny, or Sobble? For me, it's Sobble. I think Inteleon's such a cool Pokemon. I mean, they're all great, of course, but yeah, Sobble speaks to me the most. I love the idea of a James Bond-inspired Pokemon. Snipe Shot, really cool move. Also, here's a fun fact for you. Inteleon, clearly the James Bond Pokemon. And what's the Pokedex number of Sobble? That's right. 007. Coinky Dink. Coinky Dink. Always love that. So yeah, Sobble for me. How about all of you? So, got an Execute which flared and a Parasect which you caught. Very cool, Alola Nice. Nice, great that you got the Parasect. Almost the other way around from what I'd expect for what's staying and what's fleeing. Thank you, Mr. U13. Welcome back to the stream. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for the luck. I will need it as we are on course for 30,000 encounters. Oh, I have so many other things I want to stream. We've got to get a shiny in the Safari Zone. Surely it's going to happen soon. Is it going to be this very encounter with a random encounter of a Nidoran male? No. Would have been cool if it had been, can you imagine? Gen 8 is easily Sobble and Inteleon for you, Jack. Again, loving those water-type first partners. Very cool Pokemon. Also get Sniper, which is an ability I'm very fond of, thanks to Kingdra in the first place, I guess. Yeah, Snipe Shot boosting the critical hit chance. Sniper, more damage with critical hits. Pretty frail, but if you can make it work. I remember coming across in Generation 8 a really cool Icy Wind Inteleon team, and Inteleon's so fast. It was very difficult to break through. Loved it. By which I mean I love going up against it and being thoroughly beaten by that team. Because it was such a cool idea. Time to plug in this Black DS as well. There we go. Alrighty. So it's School Bunny for you, Alola Nice. Cinderace is your favourite Pokemon. Oh, of course, yes, that evolutionary line would be special to you. Amazing that you came into the stream for that moment, Alola Nice. We were talking about favourite first partner Pokemon from Generation 8. Having worked our way all the way up there. Big fan of all the Galar starters. Yeah, nice. Sobble for you, Sam. Grookey for you, Luke. School Bunny for you, Sabrina. Your some would say School Bunny. Cinderace is his fave. Nice. Pretty good mix there. I thought we'd have more Grookey, to be honest. My girlfriend loves Grookey. Very cute. I got her a Grookey plush, which she called Mischief. Nice. Alright then, everyone. We have reached Generation 9. Is it going to be Sprigatito, Fuecoco, or Quaxley? For you, Sam, I know Quaxley is your favourite. So I assume you're going with Quaxley there. For me, it's Fuecoco. That's the one I chose. Obviously, they're all great, but again, yeah. Fuecoco just spoke to me. So cute. When you choose it and it's running around behind you at the very start of the game. Loved it. Again, I don't tend to choose fire, so interesting though. Yeah, Quaxley Sam. You know it. You love it. It's Sprigatito for you, Jack. Good choice. Optimistically looking at the Kangaskhan as I always do in case it's shiny. I better just brush up on my shiny Kangaskhan knowledge actually. Soon. I keep forgetting that Dojo appears here. That would be. I'd be taken by surprise if it was the Dojo that shined. Only for the reason that, yeah, I keep forgetting that it appears here. And I'd love to see it. Love to see anything right now. Quaxley for you, Luke. Cool. Overall, yes. Well, I was just about to ask this, Jack. So for you, overall, 2 grass, 1 fire, 6 water. Yeah. Strong preference for water there, Jack. Cool. This is a bop, isn't it? Vibing with this right now. Quaxley for you as well, though, nice. I'm loving seeing all of this Quaxley love. So I feel like it's the one that people tend to pick the least often. Loves it since Day Scarlet Violet were announced. Used it on your first playthrough, of course. I was a big fan of Dots Quaxley in Pokemon Horizon. See, I don't really watch the anime. So, interesting to hear about about Dots Quaxley. I've heard of Dots Quaxley, of course. What is it about Dots Quaxley that speaks to you a lot of nice? You pick Sprigatito, Sabrina, but you love them all from watching Horizon anime. Fair enough. I'm sure the anime really does change the way we see and our relationship with Pokemon in the games. Which style is your favourite, Joe? I think that's pretty clear, yeah. Couldn't possibly be water, not at all. Very deserved, exactly that Quaxley love, Sam, yes. Wow. No one's going for Fuecoco there, well that's what I'm ripping. And yes, as Jack T, so we've reached the present day, everyone. We've been on a little odyssey from Generation 1 right up to the present. So, how do your stats work out? How many of each type have you chosen on a little nice? You can tot it up yourself from your favourite first partners from previous generations. But for me, it is so Squirtle, 1 water, Totodile, 2 water, Trico, 1 grass, Piplup, 3 water, 1 grass, Snivy, 3 water, 2 grass, Fennekin, 3 water, 2 grass, 1 fire, Rowlet, 3 water, 3 grass, 1 fire, Sobble, 4 water, 3 grass, 1 fire, and Fuecoco, 4 water, 3 grass, 2 fire. So you know what, that's pretty even for me. It is nudging water, but interesting to see how even that was, actually. I think growing up I would just default to the water one, but you know, my sometimes looking back you realise actually what's speaking to you more, and your feelings change obviously over time towards certain Pokemon, so yeah. 4 water, 3 grass, 2 fire for me. How about all of you? So, in the Anime, hello, nice. You're a fan of how Quaxley and Dot get along. Quaxley is sometimes the one to give Dot the push she needs to go for stuff that she otherwise wouldn't have the confidence for. That's cool. Love that. Sounds like a very wholesome relationship there. Very useful first partner for Dot. Or just Pokemon for Dot. Don't know if it's Dot's first partner in the anime. Like how strong it's been portrayed as, holding its own against several opponents. Yeah! Brave little Quaxley that could. Always enjoy that kind of storyline. Yeah. Slightly more balanced than yours, Jack, sure. But hey, you love the water first partners. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything to celebrate about that. 13 minutes left of the stream, everyone, roughly. 13 is my lucky number, so maybe it'll happen. And I'll tell you what, for some added luck. Just holding the binoculars. My lucky prop for tonight. Just can't see any shinies yet. No, let's keep going. So, for you, Alona, is 4 fire, 3 water, 2 grass. So same numbers as me, but for different types. Interesting. And a brief recap of your others. Charmander, Totodile, Trico, Chimchar, Oshawott, Chespin, Litten, Scorbunny, Quaxley. Interesting. How about everyone else? Very interested to hear how your first partner stats stack up. Thank you all for being here, everyone. Really appreciate so many of you hanging out for so long tonight on this Monday evening, as we seem yet again not to have got a shiny. But 12 minutes left of the stream-ish. So let's see. Let's see if we have a last minute surprise. We could do. We could do. Okay, so my next question, after those of you who want to answer the question, your stats in terms of how many of each type you have from each generation for fire, water, grass. So for me it's 4 water, 3 grass, 2 fire, for example, up to generation 9. Okay, I've got a couple of questions for you. The first is, what's your favourite trio of first partner Pokemon based on the generation? And then what's your favourite first partner Pokemon overall? In fact, I've got another question as well, but we'll save that one. So, favourite trio of first partner Pokemon, and then favourite first partner Pokemon overall. For me, so I've got Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. You've got Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile. That's a pretty good one. You've got Trico, Torchic, Mudkip. You've got Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup. Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott. Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie. Oral, Litten, Poplio. Grookey, Scorbunny. Sobble. And, of course, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley. What's everyone's favourite trio? I think going through them all like that, for me, it is probably Johto, and Generation 2 is my favourite generation. As I say, Cyndaquil, probably back in the day, the one I, for whatever reason, just spoke to me the least. But, recently, yeah, Cyndical's been growing on me, and Totodil's been my favourite. I have a soft spot for Chikorita just because it's a challenge getting through the game with Chikorita as your first partner. More of a challenge, and I appreciate that challenge. So yeah, probably Johto for me. And of course, the nostalgia is strong with Generation 2, a game going back all that way. How about all of you? So, your favourite trio, hard to answer for you, Alola and Ace, but tie between Alola and Galar. Interesting. I know that Alola's been shown some love. The Alola trio has been shown some love by Jack earlier. Yeah, Galar, all strong options. I love how they stay monotype as well. There's no secondary type introduced as they evolve. Nice to keep things classic like that. Also interesting how the Alola starters with their secondary typings kind of nearly form a triangle. Sort of. Incineroar with the dark type has a hard time, which is a strange thing to say given how strong it is in VG otherwise, when it's not paired up against, or not put up against Decidueye and Primarina. All very cool Pokemon. Your favourite trio would be Galar as well, Sam. Interesting. Yeah, it's a strong one. Yes, Alola, as you said, Jack, but second would probably be Paldea, and third, Hoenn. Paldea in second. I'll have to hear that. Third, Hoenn, then you go right years back. Fascinating. Yeah, good mix in there. So for you, it's 5 grass, 3 fire, 1 water. Interesting, Sabrina. And it is Rowlet for you, or Turtwig as your favourite overall. So that's interesting. Alola and Ace representing the fire type mainly, Jack and I representing the water type mainly, and you, Sabrina, representing the grass type mainly. Good to have that mix. And the Alola starters are your favourites overall. Yes, popular choice that, popular choice. Johto for me. Again, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile. Cool. So a lot of love for some of the later generations there, actually, with that question, which is interesting. Interesting. Interesting to think about the Pokemon as trios. Now, of course, my question is, what is your favourite overall first partner Pokemon? And for me, it's got to be Squirtle. It's got to be Squirtle. I think Totodile is probably a close second. And then maybe Fennekin, next. Followed by Sobble, maybe? And then Piplup, I feel like. And then Trico. And then what's left? We've got Snivy and Rowlet. Fuecoco. Probably Fuecoco next, and then Snivy, then Rowlet for me. But yeah, gotta be Squirtle overall. How about you guys? Froakie or Sprigatito for you, Jack? I feel like overall it would be Froakie for you, Jack, given your love of Greninja. If you had to choose one, but up to you. Let me know. So just the first evolutionary stage, probably Quaxley. Interesting, Alola, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think I do mean just the first evolutionary stage. Third, probably Trico for you, Jack. Cool. Quaxley and then Totodile second. I've got another question about first partner Pokemon. but I'm going to save it for tomorrow's stream. So, tune in for that. Yes, hoping to stream 8 PM tomorrow as well. I'll let you know if that changes, but that is certainly my plan for now. As always, so appreciate you all hanging out with me this evening, so thank you. And if you want to keep this first partner chat going, then yeah, I've got an interesting question on this point for tomorrow's stream. So hope to see you tomorrow, 8 PM UK time. And again, I'll let you know if I end up not streaming tomorrow, but that is my plan. What we're going to do is get up to... Can't believe how big the numbers are that I'm about to say, having still not found a shiny. But we're going to get up to 28,610. That means we'll have done exactly 2,000 encounters tonight. And then call it a stream. What we'll do first, though, before we log off, so to speak, is check to see if we've got Pokerus in any of these games. And if anyone's unfamiliar, Pokerus is a very rare virus that you can pick up in Pokemon that is actually entirely a good thing. Your Pokemon get an increased boost in their stats whenever they go up against opponents. It's even rarer than a shiny. So, there'd be that win at least. But we will keep going until we get a shiny. If it's all going in like a month's time, then maybe we'll do something else. But that's what I'm saying for now. You'll be there alone, though. Well, I appreciate that very much. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much, and always a pleasure to have you stop by. Do hop into the Discord community if you haven't already, Alolanace, by the way. It's linked in the description below. We continue to compare shinies, compare thoughts on Pokemon, a bit of competitive, generally just sharing trivia that we come across to do with Pokemon. All sorts of Pokemon love going on in there, so it'll be a pleasure to see you in Chazindra's Chocolate Factory, my Discord server. Now then. So we're entering the last 50 or so encounters of today's stream. 40 or so, I guess, now, actually. Are we going to have a last minute surprise? Place your bets, everyone. If something shines, what's it going to be? If something shines tonight, what's it going to be? You'll be there tomorrow as well. Oh, thanks so much, Sabrina and Sam. Appreciate that. It will be a pleasure to see you as always. Very much appreciate you hanging out here tonight. Let's hope we get this shiny soon. Otherwise, I'll have to keep making even more, ever more outlandish adverts for the upcoming stream that evening. Thank you, Sabrina, for sending more shiny luck as well. Very much appreciate that. What do you think is going to shine? If something does, I'm going with Parasect and Leaf Green tonight. Also, what are people up to tomorrow? What are their plans for before the stream? What does Tuesday have in store for everyone? For me, I'll be continuing to edit Freya's episode of the podcast. Chazingdra chats. And, you know, generally getting it ready for release on the audio apps as well as YouTube. Editing the Rapidash round, the bonus questions that I ask. So it should be good, and if I have some spare time, then I will be doing other content creation stuff, be it editing the Bologna vlog, working on a little Chazingdra chat graphic that I'll have coming out soon that I'm excited for you all to see. I'm excited to keep working on that. All manner of things. Got so much admin. Life admins can fall by the wayside when you're content creating, and got to make sure that I stay on top of everything. Fake beard for the 30,000 graphic. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of fun. That's a fun idea, Luke. It's been 84 years. Exactly. Goodness. Tuesday has worked for you. You're off on a quest to town, around 30 minutes away to buy a 3DS or someone. Oh, cool. Well, that should be very worthwhile then, Alola Nice. Especially with a Lola in your name. Yeah, I hope that's very exciting to come back with a 3DS. Hunting Gen 7 on 2 systems. One's nice. Clearly your favourite. And makes sense given what we were talking about with first partners there. Alright, well, we've just hit 28,610 and no shinies. I was so absorbed there, by the way, talking to you all that, suddenly we were at 28,610. Crazy. And I accidentally added one there. Crazy to think you're almost at full odds in each individual game. Yes, Jack, that's something I've been keeping an eye on as well. It is kind of crazy. We're going to do a bonus round of encounters because we always do. Semi-always shiny like everyone. Let's do 4 more. 1 in each game. As we get up to 28,614. Because again, I sort of misclicked and added an encounter I shouldn't have done. For the 11 there. Alright, here we go. Rhyhorn, Execute, Rattata, Leatherbear. No shinies. No shinies. I was so feeling it today. I was so feeling it. Thank you for the Shiny Lux Arena. Let's see if we've got Pokerus at least. Any Pokerus in chat. So Fire Red, Leaf Green. Doesn't look like it, does it? Nice. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Yeah, oh well. So not in Fire Red, Leaf Green. What about in Emerald? Send me a Pokerus like everyone. We got it! we got Pokerus and Emerald. Wow. That is rarer than a shiny. We've got Pokerus, but we haven't got a shiny. Just let that sink in. We've got Pokerus and Emerald. That is so exciting. Let me just check the others. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We are definitely going to save that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's that. No. Unbelievable, Luke. That is a nice consolation prize, isn't it, Jake? Yeah, that gives me a little boost. Gives me a little boost. What about in Soul Silver? No, not in Soul Silver. But hey, we'll take it. Hello, Burb182. Good to see you in stream. Yeah, definitely a nice consolation prize. Great. Well, we will be we'll be saving that at least. All right. Well, nice to end the stream on a high. Pokerus and Emerald. Wonder how long it is before we get the Pokerus in the other games. But anyway, thank you so much again, as always, everyone, for joining for the stream. You've made the encounters really fly by. I can't believe it's been 3 hours already. Do like if you've been enjoying the stream. Do subscribe. All those things really do go such a long way. Much more than it might initially seem. So would really appreciate that. All of my socials and everything linked below if you want to have a follow. Got my Discord community as well. It'll be such a pleasure to see as many of you there as possible so we can keep hanging out off stream. Got my Patreon linked as well if you want to support me and as a content creator and everything I'm up to, but obviously no problem at all if not. You do get access to the bonus Chazingdra chats content on the Patreon, so the Rapidash rounds, the quick fire bonus questions I ask of my guests. And the next stream should be tomorrow at 8 PM. Very much hope to see you all there. Yeah, got another first partner Pokemon question, as I mentioned, so looking forward to getting your opinions on that. Thanks so much again for hanging out with me. Got Freya Pierce's Chazingdra Chats episode coming out on Wednesday. Trading Card Gamecast. I had a really inspiring chat with her, so I hope you're looking forward to that. Plenty more content planned. I've got lots of videos that I'm working on right now. The Bologna vlog hopefully coming out very soon indeed. So thanks so much as always. Thanks once again. Always a pleasure to hang out with you this evening and every evening. So thank you for the goodbye there, Jake. Goodbye to you as well. Shiny and Pokerus tomorrow, maybe, Jack. Exactly. We'll have to see. And good night and day to everyone from Sabrina. So thanks so much once more, everyone. And just as a reminder, we got Pokerus. And if we get Pokerus, nice reminder that these pixels that seem to be resolutely their original colours, maybe, they'll be different tomorrow. Who knows? Goodbye, Lola Nace. And thank you so much to everyone again. Always a pleasure to hang out with you. Very, very pleased and humbled to be part of such a wonderful community here. Enjoy your evening too, Luke. And to all of you, have a very merry rest of your day.